I'm coming, y'all. We about to play one song and then we gonna chop it up. They done changed so much on streaming with. All right, y'all. All right, y'all, and we back. Let's see who we got in the building. Lauren, salute. What's up? Hey, Lanice. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little second, Lanice. Hey, boo. Where the hell you been? What's up, Don Play? You another one I haven't seen in a little minute. Hey to you, too. What y'all getting into tonight? I was bored as hell. Hey, Emmanuel Briggs. I was surprised that B-Way had ended his, but he was live pretty long. Hey, Lovey. Salute, Lovey, baby. We can kind of recap some of the stuff that I've been seeing. I really feel bad for Josh, y'all. I do. And I'm laughing because all my people, whenever I do feel bad for him, be like, you should be feeling bad for that nigga. That's why I'm laughing. Hey, Fly Rebel. Salute. Hey, Big Op Skip. What's up? Yeah, man. But I do. I really do. I can't wait to see CB so I can say, CB, you a dirty red bitch. Nah, I ain't got no problem with CB, but I do want to tell her she dirty as a motherfucker for how she did, James. Ooh, you dirty red bitch. Ooh, damn, just gonna do that boy like that. Just gonna step on that boy hard after he, man, what the hell? Oh, Josh. Josh, like, why y'all had to make me crying? Because you should be crying. God damn. What the hell? I really can't. I listen. I need her to pop out, show us the ring, the fucking dress or something, man. So just gonna come on here and rub that shit in their main face like that. That shit down bad. What CB Zodiac saying? I think she's a Scorpio, but I could be tripping. But I want to say she's a Scorpio, but I could be wrong as fuck. So I don't know, cause I ain't gonna lie. I don't be keeping up with people's signs. I only know mine. And I know my haters because he talk about his sign so goddamn much. You can't not know his damn sign. But I don't really keep up with the signs. But I wanna say she's a Scorpio if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does make sense, Lanice. I know exactly why you're saying that. Hey pretty gems. Salute baby. Yeah, man. We gotta get Josh some punani, man. Man, your first piece of box on me, Josh, man. I'm a Taurus, Jordan. Salute, Jordan King. Hey, Tim Dale. What's up? Y'all know my last live was about Big Tigger. Did y'all see the video? Y'all know that they released the video after they arrested him of I guess what was supposed to be the alleged assault. Um Man, he did not. Nah, okay. So, because I watched the video over and over. So, where it happened in front of like this big mirror. It was like a wall mirror. But everybody kept like blurring out the altercation, so it's kind of hard to see. But I paid attention to the mirror behind him. If you zoom into the mirror behind him, like the only thing he's trying to do is restrain her, and it seemed like he might have been trying to get his phone out her hand, but it definitely wasn't no assault. But that bitch definitely crazy. Hey, Scorpio finest. Taurus is crazy. We are not crazy. We can be, but you gotta like really get on our bed side or really do some shit. And then yeah, it can get real, real big. Josh better get with Granny. She said she got money to back him up. Who is Granny? Who is trying to sponsor Josh? I missed that one. Shit, Josh got a sponsor out here lingering around. Now I did hear old girl hit my head pounder and say that she'll sponsor him writing a book, a tell-all book about him and CB's relationship. Boy, y'all crazy as fuck. Like, could y'all imagine it? Like that shit would be crazy if Josh came out with a tell-all book on CB. Oh, speaking of house in Virginia, though, shit, we wasn't even speaking on it, but thinking about house in Virginia. I just saw Kodak Black baby mama. Um, she trying to get out of jail because she's saying she not getting her proper house in Virginia treatment, and that she would, get better treatment outside of jail. It's in her little court paperwork. So I was like, dang. Now that's his first baby mama though. So you know what I'm saying? She might have, got all that after Kodak Black, but yeah. Who the fuck wants to read that hell? I ain't want to hear the first book. Done play. Oh, I knew it. Hey, boss lady. Salute, love. I haven't seen you in a little minute. I haven't even been seeing you in the YouTube streets. It ain't like I've been deep in them, but I pop out. I be popping out. I ain't seen you in a little minute. Hey, boss lady. What's up with it? But yeah, so she trying to get early release now. She went to jail for drug trafficking. So, you know, drug trafficking mess. But yeah, so she trying to get an early release. I just seen that they had it in her little court paperwork that she was requesting it because she can't get her proper house in Virginia treatment child. So yeah, but a tell-all book would be crazy as hell. What grave did get? Oh hey, grave they let out. Damn, that was quick. I just seen the damn paperwork like right before I started the live. I ain't know they had let out. Sure. Oh, he said, I think. Okay. Damn, if they did, that was quick. It must have been some really, really poor treatment up in there for them to, just grant that release like that. Dang, I wonder, shit, I wonder what type of condition she in to even be qualified. Grave digger, my nigga. What's up, big OG? Whoa, now. Yeah, if they didn't let her out, god damn, they let her out expeditiously. I guess that's the magic word up in there, huh? House in Virginia. Oh, let them out, let them out. Shit. They couldn't have let out already. Huh? I don't know though. Oh no. But yeah, y'all, back to Big Tigger. It did not look like he was assaulting that girl from what I saw. Okay. Now about Jadarius though, the missing teenager. They got unalive by the 50-year-old. They did say that they have narrowed down the search because they still hadn't found his body, but they said they narrowed it down to a landfill. I guess wherever all the trash go, but they were saying it's gonna take them like 3 weeks to even search the dang on landfill, so it might be a while. Scorpio finally watch you laughing. What I did, what I said, y'all know I be moving on fast. I don't be knowing which what I said. Did they find out about Dude and Buer? Um, that's what I'm talking about. Jadarius. Yeah, so they haven't found his body, but they have arrested the 50-year-old sex offender for his murder. So, he has been arrested. They have narrowed down the search to, like I said, a landfill, but they said it's still gonna be like 3 weeks before they can because they were saying they got to go through like I guess precautions and they had to like everybody had to be on one accord and they had to like figure some shit out. I don't know if it's health wise because they looking for a dead body or what, and it's a trash landfill. So I don't know, but they were saying that yeah, it's gonna be about 3 weeks before they can even go and search for him. So that's before they can search. And they was like it's 16,000 tons dropped off to that landfill. I think a week or some shit. So that's a lot. I sure wouldn't want to be tasked with that goddamn job. I ain't gonna lie. Ugh, that woman crazy. How your child missing and you name your new child the same name? Exactly. I watched a video on her last night where her and her baby daddy was going back and forth. The second baby daddy. And so what's crazy is she definitely has a pattern. Okay, so she got a pattern with when she have a kid for a man and trying to keep them from him or whatever. Like I don't know, it's weird. Like that little bitch crazy. And then I didn't know that. So whenever she left that first little girl in the car at the casino, um, she was actually that casino was just a mile away from the studio that Big Tigger worked at the time. So I didn't know that they possibly knew each other before they even got to Atlanta. So yeah, that was something kind of new. Um, and I want to say they announced their marriage like after a year of the little girl being missing or some shit. It was some weird shit like that. Like, well, they had put it together where he couldn't have like not known or couldn't have like heard about it, especially that it happened in his city that he was living in at the time and working in at the time, and they was calling her the casino mom. So I'm pretty sure you in that same city. This a pretty big story. Somebody leave their kid in the car for 8 whole hours in the freezing cold. They said the girl was in the car crying and cold, and I guess she had like urinated on herself a couple times, which was making her even colder. They said if they would have waited like possibly another hour, she might not have even made it. So like it was, like, that's crazy. Hey, Gasman, what's up? She probably was raised in an unstable environment. Who was? Oh, the chick. They was making it seem like she came from a kind of prominent family. Like I'll show y'all this video that the family did. We ain't gotta watch the whole thing, but I'll show y'all the parts where I thought it was kind of like some of the stuff that we didn't cover before was crazy, and y'all will get a chance to see the actual altercation between Big Tigger and her. I'm gonna try to zoom in so y'all can kind of like see the kind of scuffle. She's smart. She works for the government. She gave them the same name to her oldest daughter. Yeah, I know, Grave Digger. I know. I don't know if you watched my live about it, but I talked about that. That shit is insane. Um, and the first baby daddy informed the second baby daddy that his kid was named after the other little girl. Like it's weird. Like that's why I said I'm gonna pull up this video that I watched about it earlier. If the chick was clearly has mental problems and don't need kids, right? She hell yeah. All kids need parents, but not all parents need kids. Okay. Hey, the voice. Salute. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. Y'all gonna be able to see what I'm talking about. Right quick, we'll watch a little bit of it. He had a pretty good breakdown. Most of it is what we already kind of knew, but he did have a few things that I didn't know before. So, yeah. I do want to talk about Carmelo Anthony. I don't know if I want to talk about him tonight, though. Probably talk about him tomorrow. Um, let me find the video for y'all. Here you go.
Who's your interior designer?
I know you lying. Y'all watched any new movies lately? Cause I've been trying to catch up on the new movies. I watched Michael. It wasn't as good as everybody was trying to make it seem. I feel like it was very, very vague. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was very, very vague. Um, it was a whole bunch of shit we already knew. PayDae, did you hear CB sister talking about you? She called you broke today. Which one of them, child? Neither one of them know me or my pockets, child. Which one, girl? That's a weird choice of words. But what else? Girl, who really gives a fuck? Dan said to me though, and I be everywhere. I ain't hard to find.
So we are currently logged
All right,
into.
Cherry, I think that's her name. Girl, Cherry don't know me or nothing about me. Child, like she has the slightest clue. So, baby, that's funny. Yeah, no, baby love. Child, you ain't even cute enough. Not the ugly sister. hmm. Michael was more documentary to me, but it was good as fuck. It was pretty good. I mean, it give you that that nostalgia because you get to hear all his old music, you know what I'm saying? And kind of seeing him again or feeling like you seeing him again. But it wasn't really detailed. I did not know that he removed his daddy from being his manager so early on in his career. They made it seem like, Joe Jackson was this, person who just I mean he definitely hung on to everything Michael was and had, but I don't know, I guess I thought he was more involved. She didn't like something you said about CB on Broadway panel earlier, but I don't know. Child, who really gives a fuck? I don't think nobody gives a fuck about her commentary or anything else dealing with her. Yeah, nah. But I did watch that new movie Obsession, y'all. That movie is crazy. Y'all know that movie is kind of like going viral on a lot of platforms. Man, I think TikTok and everybody been talking about it over there. That movie was definitely kind of crazy and cringy. Um, hmm. It make you think about those love spells too. I'm just saying, Scorpio finest, like they be trying it. Like, girl, you played. Stop playing. Stop fucking playing. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was one of those things like, damn, be careful what the hell you ask for. And don't go playing with shit you don't know nothing about. You wanna be playing with spirits and shit and making wishes and breaking shit and yeah. Until shit got really, really fucking real. Like it got real, real quick. Yeah. But okay, this the family video. Let me see.
The Athena full portal.
What I can say is,
so look, now this is the altercation.
He knew I was pregnant and influenced me to have the child, even though he knew I didn't want it. He even says, Alicia, I don't want to beef with you or put additional strain on you.
All right, so this is the scenery. You can kind of barely see it because it's got that big TMZ in the middle of it. But if you look right here on this wall, this is just a mirror. This whole entire wall is a mirror. So everything you see is a reflection on the other side of the mirror. Even this picture on the wall on the side of the mirror, so I'm just pointing out that this is a big mirror. So it's gonna be important to look at the mirror to see what's going on because the actual altercation will be blurred out. So so see, this is her, this is him. I don't know if they had a kid right here. That could just be one of their reflections, but
welcome back. Tonight, Atlanta radio host.
You're going to see it longer, like later on in the video, it's going to show you the whole thing.
Big Tigger is speaking out after his arrest over the weekend. Sandy Springs police charging him
with a specific behavior. Why should I expect them to change when I'm married? Unless I'm with it, right? Well, that's for you to decide. Because after doing my research, man, I found out so much more that I feared that if I keep doing research, I'd be in this rabbit hole. And it'll take me days to bring it to you guys' attention. So in this video, we're going to do it a little different. I'm going over this information with you guys. Because, fam, I'm seeing videos on YouTube that's not even being talked about from this same woman, Big Tigger's wife.
I looked last night to see if I could find these videos. I don't know if she hid them or took them down now, but I couldn't find them. If anybody else found them, send them to my DM.
Who will later identify, calling out another man trying to convince her to have another child. And this comes after the allegations just 5 years prior, before that situation, leaving her child in the car while she goes to a casino, and the disappearance of her child after she lost the custody battle with her baby father from that casino. This young girl hasn't been seen since. And not to mention, this woman had another kid and named her after that child. Huh? Before any closure, before body, before even a proper funeral. I know that was a lot for an intro. This is what we got here today. And if you thought that was confusing, don't worry, that's what I'm here for. We're going to break this down in chronological order. Go over the details at hand today and see where this case stands today. Before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Well, jump right. I needed to make another PSA. Listen, if you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. And right now, they're giving them that links automatically unlocks the 75.
You. Just you.
I knew it was about to do that.
Make sure you go through the full sign up process so you don't miss out. So let's check out this video.
I am bleeding. This is yours. I'm bleeding, so take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Alicia, stop. Take a picture. Alicia, stop. Get off of me. Get off of me.
Okay, so see, he was trying to like get his phone from her, and he was kind of like holding her hands, you know, trying to get it. Now, like I said, y'all see this big blurred out spot right here. So it's important to pay attention. Once you see this pop up right here, look over here and you'll be able to see everything clearly in that reflection of that mirror. I'm gonna start it over again.
Take a picture. I am bleeding. This is yours. I'm bleeding, so take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Alicia, stop. Take a picture. Alicia, stop. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
See that whole time? He just holding her and grabbing her. He not hitting or slapping or punching her or nothing. And she just busts out and starts screaming like when they get to the doorway. Like
the no-lead surveillance footage that was obtained by TMZ within the last 24 hours and released to the public in regards to the Atlanta radio host Big Tigger and his wife, an altercation that allegedly took place just weeks prior. But in order for us to understand how it got to this situation, I want us to talk about who is Big Tigger and how at the age of 51 years old, he got married and had his first child. Born December 22nd, 19...
Bro, 51. First kid at 51, bro. She crazy. Nigga about to be 60 around this whole talking about having a first. Jesus.
72 was Darian Big Tigger Morgan, also known as Big Tig. He grew up in the DMV area. For those who don't know, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Big Tig was born to a Jamaican immigrant mother and an African-American father. He grew up in Co-op City and played basketball at Wheaton High School. While growing up in Co-op City, he began rap and scratched under a local DJ job called Rob Lacey, aka DJ All Might Scratch. Later, he started working as a DJ at the radio station WERQ 92Q in Baltimore, Maryland. But his road to success began a few years earlier. While attending the University of Maryland College Park, he interned at Washington, D.C. radio station WPGC 95.5. At WPGC, Morgan worked alongside popular host ABD and was promptly recognized for his ambition and charisma. His college internship evolved into a flourishing career. And then came BET in the early 2000s. Rap City, he was the host alongside his...
I want Big Tigger history.
We depart ways in December 22nd, decided to go. She had her 4-year-old child, Elise, with her in a live casino in Hanover, Maryland. So the wife year later married and meet.
So this is when they're gonna show y'all that the casino is like really close to the studio he was working at.
Decade later, was in a custody dispute after leaving her child inside a vehicle while she gambled at Live Casino. About 45 minutes from where Big Tigger was working at 95.5 was a brand new casino called Live Casino in Hanover, Maryland, near Baltimore and Towson, in the same parking lot of a famous mall in the DMV area called the Arundel Mills. Alicia Brown from Baltimore, Maryland. She was 24 years old and she decided to go. She had her 4-year-old child, Elise, around with her in the car. While inside the casino on a Tuesday afternoon, police discovered a kid in her car for over 8 hours while she was inside. At around 6:30 p.m., the Anne Arundel County officers were called to level 4 of the parking garage. The police said Merlin Live security personnel were on a routine patrol of the parking garage when they said they noticed a young child crying and unattended inside a parking car on level 4. Investigators say they learned the vehicle arrived at around 10 a.m., where a woman left the car and went into the casino area of Merlin Live. Authorities say based on the investigation, the low temperature, the child age, and the obvious...
Who the hell goes to the casino at 10 a.m. with their 4-year-old? So fuck daycare, fuck school, fuck homeschool. We just gonna go to the casino. Like, what?
He is distressed. Medics were called to the scene to check for the child for injuries. The child was taken to Baltimore Washington Medical Center for an examination. Just before transportation, Alicia ran out. Alicia Denise Brown said she was the mother. She was arrested on the scene and charged with second-degree child abuse, confined unattended child under the age 8 years old, and neglect of a minor. Police who rescued the girl said she wet herself during the time and was so cold that they afraid another hour could have been her life. Officials said the girl didn't have access to food or water, and there was nothing left for her to keep warm except blanket.
That's where it became really sad for me. Like, you must not have a conscience at all. Like, I just don't even understand the mind frame, child.
That had been used to cover the rear windows of the vehicle so no one could see inside. Detectives said initially, Brown told him that her 17-year-old cousin was supposed to be watching the girl, but she recanted the statement after officials told her the security footage shows she was the only one with the girl. Police said Child Protective Services was contacted in reference to the incident, and a safety plan was developed before the child was released to a relative as part of that plan. And there, fam, you have a motive. Brown was held at the Jennifer Road Detention Center with a bail of $150,000. Now I want you guys to meet Aaliyah's dad. His name is Darrell Williams, and after years of a custody battle, he was set to get custody of his child. But just 4 years after that incident in 2019, while trying to obtain custody, his child will go missing, and authorities claim they don't believe anyone who didn't know that young girl had assisted in her abduction. But why? Well, looking back, we know the motive, right? May 25th, 2019, Aaliyah was at her home on the 300 block of Aaron Russell Court. A white SUV was last seen in that same area, but police say according to her mom, she's been reported missing, but they can't find no trace of how. And then people started to go on social media asking for help, and one of them was Darrell's girlfriend. She went to Facebook and said the following: "It hurts my heart to write this, but I need everybody's help with finding my boyfriend's 10-year-old daughter, Aaliyah. She's been missing for 6 days now, and she's believed to be abducted by her mother."
How the hell the girlfriend care more than the mama? How the girlfriend out there looking and making posts and the mama ain't saying shit? What?
Alicia Brown, known notoriously as the Casino Mom, lost all rights to this child earlier in the year. And once sole custody was granted to Darrell, she has continued to lie, abuse the legal system, and cause severe mental damage to Aaliyah. There is also a protective order against her, stating that she is to have no communication with their daughter. Her last known address is 13 Devon Court in Owen Mills. She is also known to drive a white BMW X5, as well as a 2015 white Mercedes G-Wagon, with a possible tag of 7DG7135. Alicia is mentally ill, and unfortunately, the courts have done nothing to stop her. She has no limit to the insane stunts she will pull to get this child back. If you see Aaliyah with anyone, especially her mother, please, please, please call the police. Share this post as much as you can, and please pray for the family. Thank you all. Now, Darrell's girlfriend was strong with providing that statement, because out of all the information provided, we never heard the motive. But that message was written in 2019. Yet and still, the day before Aaliyah had went missing, Alicia Brown had posted the picture of the two with no comment and no title. Was it a cryptic message? Maybe we find out, or maybe we'll never know. And here's the thing, fam. Sometimes it's rare, but both can be true. This woman can be mentally ill and smart at the same time. I mean, think about it. Before I even tell you guys her career and how she met up with Big Tigger, who was 4 years prior in 2015.
Okay, this is about to be a breakdown on her connections. So pay attention.
Accused of leaving her child inside a casino car to fast forward 4 years later known to drive a X6 and a G-Wagon while living in BMO. Put that in perspective.
Spend a little less, sleep a
Because I want us to all make sure we on track. She served 5 days in jail for that casino incident. She had a felony on her record because of that. She lost custody of her child and still managed to make financial decisions based on her career to support her without relying on another man's job and possibly her daughter, where she may be still living to this day. But we family, right? I noticed one more thing during this 2019 time frame that sealed the fate for me that I want to bring to you guys' attention. Why is only Darrell and his side speaking up on social media and live it? Why didn't the mom make any posts searching for a child? We know now a mother will go as far as going to national searches to look for their kid. You see, what most don't know, in high school, Aaliyah went to Phillips Academy on a full scholarship, studied advanced academics, learned Russian, and developed interest in
So she learned Russian in high school. And this is a really prestigious high school. So if I had to guess, now they did say that she went on scholarship, but I'm wondering, did she come from a kind of prominent family, or was she just really, really smart, got a scholarship, and just, was able to maneuver up? I don't know.
technology and global policy. After high school, she attended high school as far as going to national searches to look for their kid. You see, what most don't know, in high school, Aaliyah went to Phillips Academy on a full scholarship, studied advanced academics, learned Russian, and developed interest in technology and global policy. After high school, she attended the University of Maryland in College Park. She got her bachelor's and she earned a BS in criminal justice. During college, she was a Maryland Army National Guard. She served 4 years. She used Russian language skills while serving in the Guard.
Okay, so she was in the military or National Guard. So I don't see her just getting whooped up on the average man either. Seem like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just not going with this whole.
Before early college, she was connected to the mayor's office in Baltimore City as a staff member. That was her first exposure to technology and government.
Okay, the mayor's office. Okay.
And public policy. During college, she was a Maryland Army National Guard. She served 4 years. She used Russian language skills while serving in the Guard. Before early college, she was connected to the mayor's office in Baltimore City as a staff member. That was her first exposure to technology and government and public policy. In her early career, she worked at Oracle as cybersecurity professional. She began a career in enterprise technology and cybersecurity. While at Oracle, she went to American University, earned her master's degree in public policy. Prior to 2018, she worked at VHA, Veterans Health Administration. She worked on modernization and federal technology initiatives. By the end of 2018, she was a founder and CEO of TMG Consulting Service, founding cybersecurity, cloud computing, and operations consulting firm. This happens to be 1 year prior to her daughter going missing. She was advanced, fam. She had the resources. But in 2023, which seems to be around the same year she was dealing with Big Tigger, she was having online disputes that she managed to put up for safety on YouTube. It was her own YouTube channel. And at this point, she had another daughter named Aaliyah Brown. Naming her after her missing daughter. I wonder why, right? We all know public records will possibly show up for the daughter that's alive in hopes, not for the daughter that's missing. But that made Darrell pissed. He went to Facebook saying, who does such? But apparently, James Reddick, the father of the new Aaliyah, he didn't trust her. She didn't trust him. After finding out that the daughter was named after the daughter that was missing, he claimed that she was missing, the second daughter. And in return, Alicia Brown went to YouTube showing claims that she's not, like the health insurance and proof that James asked her to have a baby. And this is key, because either she manipulated Big Tigger, or he's very much aware of all this going on, especially finding out that you'll marry this lady and get her pregnant for your first child at 52. Just 1 year later after this incident. Check out what she said on YouTube about the previous baby father.
So we are currently logged into the Athena Health Portal. As you can see, HTTP, you can confirm that.
I'm not gonna lie, this part of the video I didn't really find too interesting. Hey Asia, how are you? It was just her trying to, like, I guess, prove stuff that the second baby daddy was coming out about. So the first baby daddy contacted the second baby daddy, like, pissed and furious that, his daughter had the same name as his missing child. And so I guess he informed her of that. And that made the second baby daddy kind of like turn up on her online. And so she just went through like messages basically like trying to prove that he wanted her to have the baby, that she didn't want to have the baby and was undecided. But I didn't really find that part of the video interesting, so we might kind of skip past this.
That is in fact real. We can now see that all the balances are paid. Let's go over here and see who account are we in. As you can see here, we are in.
I mean, because she did all this, but baby, tell us what your other baby is. Like, it was just, for me, when I got to this part of the video, it was like the nerve of this bitch. Like, of all the things you could try to answer to or reply to or, try to say, the first thing you want to reply to is him wanting you to have a baby. Like, just weird. And you got a whole missing daughter and, like, just weird, man.
Aaliyah's account. You can also click on Alexander or myself.
She going out through the messages. Like, girl, y'all got a whole child together. I'm pretty sure you got all type of motherfucking messages. Like, it just was pretty drawn out. It wasn't nothing to it for real. So it was
Mr. Riddick stating 26. We're talking about. I don't want that to be us.
We're talking about two kids, the same name, having somewhat the same problem. Yet and still, she go finds Big Tigger. And the same year that she put this on YouTube, fam, it's the same year she get married to Big Tigger and get pregnant again. I can't make this up. Look, 2023, they shared a photo of her being pregnant in 2023 and also said they was married. Do you think Big Tigger knew or no? Now fast forward 3 years later, May of 2026, Alicia went to the internet, showing bruises on her face, alleging it was from Big Tigger, alleging that.
I didn't, like, the timeline of everything is crazy too. Like, that's a lot. Bitch, you done went through, you done left a baby in the car for 8 hours. You done had to deal with CPS. You done had to go to jail. You went to jail for like 5 days. Got out, had to go through a whole custody battle. Have a child go missing. Have another baby. Name that baby the other baby name. Argue with both your baby daddies online. Don't respond to the first one, but respond to the second one, and then go marry Big Tigger and have his first son. Like, girl, you did a lot in them little years. Jesus. Now you up in here with this sob story like he didn't beat you upside your head. And the whole video is him restraining you. Like, girl, what? Then you cammed up hours later with no bruises. Like, I'm convinced it's a thin line between love and hate situation going on here.
The couple had a dispute over text messages that escalated physically. He allegedly shoved her, caused her head injury that required hospital stitches. When she showed this graphic video that you guys see on the screen, of course I gotta blur it out for YouTube safety, Big Tigger went to V103 and made this statement.
Naomi loves the sound of earning and saving money on Vinted.
I'm extremely privileged. Good morning, Atlanta. I'm extremely privileged to be here this morning.
We saw his response with that categorically. Like, what?
Asked or loudly stood up and stood.
Wife allegedly going off. That woman was his co-host. Still is, I believe, if they still work together. But the saga didn't stop there. Big Tigger can't even come near 200 feet of their home in Atlanta, Georgia. That's in his name. A judge issued a temporary protective order requiring him to stay 200 yards away from their home. And that was on June 24th, 4 days after he was arrested and charged with aggravated assault and third-degree cruelty to children. The child count tied to the fact that the couple's young son was home during the alleged incident. The irony, right? 2 days after that restraining order, TMZ released the footage. This girl's smart.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off the picture. Get off of me.
There you go. Never plug it back up. This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia.
Look back here, y'all.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
Now, at this point, fam, I know you're asking yourself, how would Big Tigger make that statement knowing he was on camera? I mean, your guess good as mine, right? But if what I'm reading is correct, fam, a lot more about to get exposed. Some people say, if he lied about that, what else he'll lie about, right? But check this out. Imagine buying a home in Atlanta for 1.something million. Now it's worth 2.4 million. You have $1 million in the equity. You have your first baby in your 50s. And for this matter, he go to court on the second week of July. You no longer allowed in your house. After just 2 going on 3 years of marriage, you got allegations that can cost you your career. Oh yeah, you got a 2-year-old in the house. Fam, if a man lose all that due to one woman in such short time, which took decades to get to that point, you know that's not the last of that. It's more developed. I'm going to keep you guys updated. But when it comes to Aaliyah, I pray she's still living. If she do see this, I pray she...
Crazy story, man. But for some reason, I really feel like more is going to come out. Like, I just feel like the police can't keep ignoring that they don't know what this little girl is. Like, I know y'all saying that it wasn't a stranger abduction, it was probably her parent, but y'all already deemed that she was not responsible enough to even be to have the baby with her. But y'all so okay with just like, oh well, we know she took her, but she living a whole life. Like getting married, having more kids, naming other babies, this baby name, like I don't like. They be letting the weirdest shit slide. The weirdest shit. They be letting the weirdest shit slide. So I never understand. But yeah, I did see that earlier, and I thought that shit was crazy as hell. Let me see. I can drop the link too. It is open panel, y'all. I ain't doing nothing. So if anybody want to hit the link, y'all can. I meant to pin it the first time. I'm gonna go pin it now. Yep. But yeah, so that was that about that. What else we got? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pin it. So I ain't gotta come back to it no more. There we go. It really is Jordan King. It really is. That shit is insane. My bad, Josh. I got you up on the thumbnail, man. I know he probably like, what the hell? I just can't catch a break. But I mean, it just was too perfect for this, this impromptu boredom live. Like, had to spice it up. Your picture did just that. So y'all, so what y'all think about the situation? Do y'all okay? So I got a series of questions. Do y'all think that CB really did get married? Hey, Flip Mode. Hey, Boo. Do y'all think she really got married, or it's a whole lie? For some reason, I feel like this gonna be the next storyline, man. Y'all already creating a page and shit. It's gonna be a whole storyline and some whole bullshit that come behind it. So, do y'all think she actually got married? Do y'all think she was wrong for how she handled the situation with Josh? Now, let me say this: there's nothing wrong with exiting a relationship that you don't feel like is fitting you. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, that's okay. I do feel like you can exit without it being like no whole bunch of bullshit. I feel like she left out of the situation wrong. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like she owed him more respect to just not even do all that here. Like, even if you was about to get married and you done moved on and all this, it was no need for all of us to know, especially not right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have held off on even telling us that. Like, you could have told us that shit 6 months down the line. You could have just been doing your thing or whatever. And then, like, oh, y'all, we married. But, you know what I'm saying? Just to, like, come on here to rub it in his face, I thought that was kind of weird. and fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, what the hell? And I don't feel like she gave us reason enough for to be like, oh, I can understand why you did him like that. Or I can understand why you brought it here and told us and, like, you know what I'm saying, pushed the shit in his face like that. But it wasn't even that. Like, the things that she was saying, the problems that she, you know, had, I just don't feel like it warranted her doing all that. That Jug Kid virus can't be ain't worth shit. Damn, grave digger. What the fuck? Grave digger said that Jug Kid virus carrying bitch ain't worth shit. God damn, grave digger. Baby, don't nobody drag like the old heads drag. And when I say old heads, I mean like them day one, Mo 3, stick the people. It's been here. Yeah. They got a vicious ass tongue. Yeah, like it's the Santa Claus. She's absolutely wrong. Josh took her back at the worst possible place human could be in. Shaking my head, yeah. Fucked up on so many levels. I agree. And like I said, she just ain't give me like maybe it's something more to it, and it's something she didn't tell us that would warrant. You know what I'm saying? Me to feel like, oh, okay, well, I can see why you handle that way, but no, I can't see that. Like that was really fucked up. I don't know. Now I'm such a mess right now. Full book, cut it the hell out. The hell, what the hell? Yeah, man, that shit crazy. So I don't know. I don't think that that's gonna be the last that we hear about that. Um, I don't think it should be a surprise that nobody popped out on wedding vibes. Like I don't know. You brought it to us like, yeah, I'm getting married on the 28th. So I'm thinking like we about to see the wedding, or this is about to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you brought it up to us like you was about to bring him, you know what I'm saying, around, and you know, shit, that would have been the perfect time to start your little channel. It started with the wedding. Start. If this is supposed to be y'all's journey, then we were supposed to start the journey from day one. So maybe they videotaped it and they gonna, you know what I'm saying, upload it. I don't know. But that's weird to say, like, we ain't hear nothing to take SD calling and possibly knowing. You know what I'm saying? Crazy work, man. Let me get back over here. They worried about Tigger. Should be worried about the missing little girl as far as the CB shit. She cold. It's obviously she was already fucking with the other dude. As for Josh, keep it moving, G. I agree. Some people don't want to let go of the past relationship. Exactly. He left CB at the altar. Shut up, fool bull. Don't come up in here with your bullshit, not fool bull. But yeah, maybe they videotape the whole thing and they're gonna upload it as a video, but I would think like if you started the channel to be like, oh, this is our journey, we're gonna, you know, love and grow together and this, that, and the third. I just would have thought that we would have took the journey with y'all. Like I thought that was what the channel was for. Like to start off from day one, like, oh, okay, this is them getting married. Oh, okay, this is them on the honeymoon. Oh, okay, this is them living life after freshly being married and a fresh diagnosis. I mean, I just thought we was about to see it all. Hey, happy life. Yeah, you definitely supposed to put it on the floor. The fuck I'm saying. Look at Flip Mother talking about Farrago, something else. Well, they say the man ain't as old as we thought he was. I think they said he was in his 30s. I mean, if he in his 30s, then he ain't old at all. What's cooking? Who's striking alive? We're alive right now. Happy life. Happy life. Like, what the hell? CB be running pyramid schemes, not pyramid schemes. Damn, Louisiana lady. Salute. She say CB be running pyramid schemes. That is crazy. She married the motherfucker she called on. Why y'all so fucking stupid, dog? Now she married the motherfucker she called on. Yeah, I did hear that. But like, so wait, are they changing his age? Like because CB in her 30s, why would she be called A nigga that's around her age, make that make sense. Like, what? I don't think she got married. But he knew better. Child. If they did, y'all think it's gonna get annulled? They said she already writing a book on marriage. Boy, y'all are the biggest trolls. Now she already writing a book on marriage. Well, Josh about to write that motherfucking tell all book. I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh, girl said she gonna sponsor it. How you cheat with the package? Shed work. Hoes run the world. I know you lying, grave digger. It does sound like AI, my churning chaps. He told Josh that he don't play and that he catch flight, so he better not mess with him. Oh, who said that? Farrago or the husband? My bad. Hey, PayDae beautiful. Hey, Louisiana lady boo boo. Oh, that's what Farrago told Josh. What? Why the hell is Farrago threatening Josh? His daughter was in the wrong. The hell? You know how you got a son. Son then broke your I mean the little girl that broke your son what? No, yo goddamn fast tail ass little girl was in the wrong. Not my son. That's how I feel with that. No, Farrago. True. That was your fast tail little girl. Don't be blaming Josh for that. Mm. Then she like older men. That's the reflection on Farrago. Maybe because, I don't know. Some things be in how you raise. You missed them important moments in their life. You know what I'm saying? They growing up teenage stage and shit. Yeah. And I said what I said. Because guess what? Them people been ain't like me. So I don't care. Who is this? Hey, Eve, baby.
Hi, baby. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
I cannot complain,
No,
Eve.
that's right. I know that's right. I can't complain either. I'm a little bit jet lagged right now.
You been
But
flying?
on the road.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Those
Mm-hmm.
road trips be a
Mm-hmm.
monster.
Yeah, we doing too much. So I
Hold on,
gotta come
let me
over
shout
here.
out this super chat right quick. Hey, salute to Gravedigger for the $5 super chat. Just for being live. Thank you, Gravedigger. That's what's up. Happy life, Lord. Eve, what you feel about happy life coming up here?
And that's when I heard. That's when I'm like, he's like, "Hey, happy life." Is he up here?
No, he
Awesome.
behind the stage, child. Should we let him up? Like, do you think he can hang with the grown folks
I mean,
tonight?
as long as he can contribute to something.
I doubt it. I doubt it. But what's
I'm
up?
gone now. I'm gone, big guy Skip. Good morning. But so anyway, I want to get into this because I guess there was supposed to be a wedding going on today with Josh. I mean, with Josh's ex, CB, because the sister, I guess that she was like, get ready with me for the wedding or whatever. Did the wedding happen today or not?
It was supposed to, so I'm
Mhm.
guessing it did. But I mean, the only confirmation that we got was SD calling CB and him and her daddy basically saying like, yeah, she got married.
Okay, it just be one big old play that be going on around there with that little old clan. And so you just never know what's real and what isn't. But I just think it's crazy though, because like, how is it? And at what point were you still, you had to be messing with this guy while you were messing with Josh? That's what it sounds like. Or this is the same
Correct,
guy,
he had to be.
you know?
But she
Or,
did say that it was somebody from her past, so it was somebody that she's been knowing. He's not like a new dude, I guess.
and she look healthy too, don't she?
Yeah, I mean, Josh done shook her back, child.
I mean, she looked healthy. Her stomach was sitting on the table, all kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, CB.
Well,
And
they
I
had
mean, and I
pregnant.
mean that in the most respectful way.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I get it.
So I'm like, okay. But then the fact of the matter is I like
Well,
how she was
Maya
being.
say Sherry said it happened, so this is
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was talking about. Her sister said it on live, get ready with me for the wedding and stuff. So I'm like, because I'm like, hold on, but just Saturday or Friday, you were talking about you haven't even wrote your vows yet. And I didn't even see no engagement ring. I just didn't see anything. I'm like, are we moving too fast here? What's going on? A person never can get over their first love or whatever. And I'm assuming that this is the person that she loves or whatever. But there had to be continual conversations going on. And let me just tell you something about women, okay? If it's true, if it's be true what they said about Josh and him not really, picking up his side of the ordeal or whatever, you're not contributing as far as working or anything like that, and I got to come in and watch you just playing online all day and get some clips and stuff like that together just for you to go live, and there's really no real contribution, real life contribution. So that can get boring, that can get taxing real fast, you know what I'm saying? So if that
Yep.
was the case, maybe the respect wasn't there. And I think that at a point in time she did love and respect Josh, especially when he was there to pick her up in her most vulnerable time of her life, so but I just find it to be, and I think that she was graceful. Going back to what I was saying, I think she was graceful to try to not say too much, but I think enough was said, or too much was said in the first place, that Josh opened it up, because we wouldn't even known about their split had it not been Josh going live and talking about it. So thinking that he wants to get in front of the gun before she or anybody else had an opportunity to say anything, I think it would have been most appropriate if he just let it play out for what it is, because she never brought it up. And all these other revelations about Josh wouldn't have been revealed. That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess, but I wasn't really around when they like first brought this out. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like playing catch up. So I can't really speak to, like, I've only heard them talk about it on the panel. Like I heard somebody say that 88 was the one who told everybody that CB was getting married. Then I heard some people say that Josh, when he went live and explained to his audience that they weren't together, that's how everybody found. So I don't really know how it happened. Hey, perfect, or how it came out.
No, it came out by way of Josh. Josh was over there telling the people when he was over there. He took a pause on legal chess to make a public announcement, a special public announcement that there will no longer be a CB and Josh. He is solo. He wishes nothing but the best. They broke up. He kind of got into some minor details of what happened, but nonetheless, he is the one that initially brought it to the board that they were no longer an item.
Gotcha, gotcha. Which, I did always say that was understandable. I mean, they were co-hosting the show together. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna look awkward if he never explained what the hell CB was. We was all gonna ask anyway.
So, how do you feel? Like, what's your thoughts, rather, about how this whole thing took place? Because at
I
first,
feel like she did Josh dirty.
mm-hmm.
For once, I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Usually be the other way around. Be like, yeah, Josh, you fucked up, and Josh, yeah, you shouldn't have did this and that. But this time, like, I think she did him dirty. Like, I feel like I said earlier in the live, like, it's nothing wrong with exiting a relationship that is not, you know what I'm saying, servicing you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with like leaving a situation that you're not comfortable with or whatever. But it's a right and wrong way to close and open a new chapter. And I feel like she closed the last one wrong and opened up this one wrong.
But how do we know that she closed it wrong? What do we really know aside
I mean,
from
I'm saying closed it wrong because like y'all only been broken up for 3 weeks and you get married 3 weeks later.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting. So that it's telling. That part is telling about her, right? But I also think we have to look into other nuances as to why it happened in the first place. The respect was gone.
Yeah,
I don't think respect was there in the first place.
I don't either. I think the respect level was broken when she showed her titties.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't respect your nigga enough to like not show the world your titties, and I know, not everybody look at it as a big thing, whatever. I just feel like it was disrespectful in the way that it happened. But it's her body. If she wants to show it, she can show it. But I just feel like, that tells me that there's no respect there.
For sure. Absolutely. I get it. And there's there's always two sides to something, but I think it was a narcissistic move for Josh to do that. Even going to Big Op Skip's joint point that he brought it to the board because it was going to get exposed anyway by her making another channel. I don't know if she was going to go as far as to even say anything about it, but I think that for him to get in front of it, it was really telling on what his motivation was. Things that people try to save face.
I don't think it was a situation where he was trying to jump in front of it. I think it was a situation where, okay, we do this show together. Now you didn't bust out, you done left me. You said you was coming back, but really you left and never came back, right? So now I'm left with the show and not knowing where you stand with it, if you gonna, you know what I'm saying, be on the show, whatever. So then I skipped about 2 weeks of the show just trying to figure out what type of space we in. Now, I got to get back to my shit because I'm on to some shit. Like, I'm not just about to, like, stop just because you bust out. Like, this still my shit. So I got, like, the show must go on.
Right.
So if the show must go on, then I have to tell everybody, look, we're not an item anymore. Now, I don't have to go into details or anything like that. Listen, we're not an item anymore. She won't be doing the show anymore. I feel like that had to be explained by one or the other person, because if not, when you come to legal checks, you're going to be asking, like, well, I mean, you might let it slide the first live, the first show, but not really, because when I was in his live for 5 minutes and all I heard was Josh talking, I was like, what the hell is he at?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he had to say something to move on with it,
Yeah. And also,
that, then I would say, hey, yeah, that wasn't none of our business. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You should have never brought it here. But that wasn't the case.
So also, what did get revealed was the fact that, and I think that she could have been putting 10 on, 20, whatever, 20 on 10, but about him physically attacking her. Now, a physical attack is a physical attack. We're not going to downplay that, right? But he didn't deny that he roughed her up. She was specifically saying that he was choking her and all these things, like taking the air out of her. That's pretty severe, right?
Oh yeah, like I'm not gonna downplay that part. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't there, I didn't see it. I feel like no woman should be threatened by a man. Period.
Right.
In any threatening way, whether it's a push, a shove, a slap, a grab. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're uncomfortable in that moment, like nobody should be there, right?
Right.
So I'm not gonna like take that away from her. Like, he admitted to something, you know what I'm saying? We're not sure what he said, roughing up. That can mean, a ton of different things to a ton of different people. I took it like maybe like a jacking up, or, you know what I'm saying? I grabbed you by the arm and, but not everybody want to deal with it at all. So with that going on, like I said, it's nothing wrong with exiting a relationship. You see what I'm saying? It's just the exit.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so many things here that we could really just unpack if we really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of self-preservation went on with that on Josh's part, and I understand that too. I get his position, but I can't take away from hers either. So. But it's not for me because, I support Josh all day. You know what I'm saying? I support Josh.
I'm not saying that. I feel like, okay, so she brought up the abuse allegations. Nobody should be in that situation, period. Right? So like I said, exit however, but don't exit fucked up, right? But when it came to the financial part, like, I feel like that's some shit she knew. We knew. You told us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one who told us that he was going to play us with sinners and you didn't have to do this and you didn't have to do that. So,
and you still loved him then. You still supported him then when he was doing that. When he sat in that chair and gave you half of that plasma check, you was there for it. You were supporting that.
And so my logic says that, okay, you're looking at it like, yeah, he might not be able to do what I need him to do financially, but he's stable for me to get healthy, to be in a good environment. You know what I'm saying? He cut out the alcohol, wasn't no alcohol in the house. Like, y'all started a good routine. So I felt like, with my logical mind, that you would kind of fall back on that, because you already know the finances ain't all the way together. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah.
So even with that, with the finances not together, how were they able to afford the apartment that they were in? Like, wouldn't that be two people going in together? How did that work? Because wasn't he working at the time?
Now CB works and she was working from home.
Oh.
I don't know if Josh does. I don't know. I just know he has the show, so he, get his YouTube check. I don't know outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He could have a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I believe he was working at the time, so he
was
must have lost his job.
But we found out that he didn't have a job from CB.
Right.
A while back. Now, if he's gotten another one since then, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But I remember at the time that he was working. He said, "Man, I gotta get up and go to work. Man, I'll let y'all." Remember, he used to say these things.
But,
so
we had found out that was a lie, child.
It wasn't.
Yes. At some point it was at some point it was true, but at some point it wasn't, because I found out through our show. Like, I was like, damn, Josh, I feel bamboozled. You telling me like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it at that time because I gotta go to work. And then CB then came up with something. He ain't had a job for months. I said, oh shit.
Oh my goodness. So she moved to Houston, put him up in a place and stuff. Like, listen, I know this story all too well. So it's like, for me, I can understand, I can empathize, on one party side a bit. You know what I'm saying? But just to come up here as if you were just an equal partner in everything, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of mind-boggling a bit. Even with the person that you do support, it's kind of mind-boggling. It's like, really, considering, a lot of scrutiny came about your mouth on the same type of issue, so it's not about me.
It could have been too much time around each other too. Like, if he working at home on legal checks and she working from home, like sometimes, So I'm assuming when she was at the house, when she was with our boy, she.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think so too. It could have been, but whatever it is, some got her nice and healthy, and he was a contributing factor to that. We can't take that from him. When she came up here basically booty ball naked and exposed herself to the world about something so personal, something so serious as that, and I think that he knew this all the while. And I have questions about that myself.
Which part? Which party? You could what?
Why in the world would you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was always the question in the first place. I don't even know why you play with your life like that. It's not to say that,
shit, I thought I was like, well, shit, he must love the fuck out of her.
He must got it.
Okay, so I guess when I found out about PrEP, because we had did a whole little thing, like way before this was a thing, way before CB came out with it. You know what I'm saying? I had to call my sister that's a nurse practitioner on live and everything, and she explained to us that PrEP is 99.9% effective. So you don't get any better odds than it. So
but there's no guarantees either, because it's still at 1%.
Yeah, but there's no 100% in nothing. Even if you go get a DNA test, they're gonna say he's 99.9% your child. You see what I'm saying? Because they gotta give some leeway. Nothing is perfect. You know what I'm saying? If you say it's perfect and some shit really do happen, then that's the lawsuit. So yeah, it's not 100%, but it's 99.9. So you don't get any better odds than that. Like, it doesn't get better than that besides 100%. You see what I'm saying? So,
but let him, it just be his luck. He become the 1%, and you can't say nothing because they're gonna ironclad lock in those disclosures too. And you agreed to this, sign here.
Yeah, but is it really 1%? Because it's 99.9. So that's like a point, right?
It's still the point, and the point is,
because you only like 0.5 away, I guess, or 0.1 away from being 100% shit.
But the half a point is this.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. But, let's be clear. Everybody takes the risk if they roll out again with anybody. They take the risk, right? You know what I'm saying? Your odds is way worse than that motherfucker way. So all I'm saying is, for some people, it could be, that's a high ass statistic. So for some people it's like, shit, we can still, you know what I'm saying? We might can still, me myself, no. But I mean, that's like some outstanding ass love though. Shit.
That's some outstanding ass love. That's some superior love that I don't think I'll ever find in this lifetime. Nor do I want. You know,
That's
because
crazy.
ain't that much love in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just for it to turn around and just kick sand in your eyes. You know how that sand in your eyes feel right now.
I mean, unless she come back with some type of real reason as to why I could be like, you know what, I can understand why you move like that.
Big and Big OG said it's defective equipment. Fuck that.
Nah, he said fuck that. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I mean, them some good ass eyes. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody you really love, I guess you know.
Oh my goodness.
It should
They
be my.
say they say if you play every number on Russian roulette, right? At the table, if you play every number with one
You know.
and you don't hit nothing, you know what I'm saying? You hit nothing.
Yeah.
And the one that wins is the one that you bet against the house on. So you done put all these doggone these numbers on here. You done put all this money up here, but that one number right here, the
Or
house
is
still
this
won.
Josh Cornwell? Is this Josh Cornwell?
I mean,
Because
possibly.
we've seen Josh walk away from a lot of situations very arrogantly and very egotistically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this could just be karma. Like, you know, this could have been his one time he had to catch one on the chin too, though.
But I'm gonna ask you something, Payday. How did one come back from this? Like, do you think that Josh can come back on here, like you say, arrogantly, and even scope out another woman on this application? Because it seems like that's what
Man,
that's his
listen,
favorite saying.
I think anything is possible up on this motherfucker. I done seen the impossible happen.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I mean, he just showed this mature a couple times. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to sleep behind him. Like, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's some fresh ass shit. So whoever going up into that shit is crazy.
But wouldn't you think the general public should know this as well?
I mean, what you mean? As far as that goes, like,
People outside of YouTube. Remember Boomerang? Remember Tisha came on Boomerang. She was like, "Yeah, hey, you don't go there. Don't do it, girl."
oh goodness. So you think he needs to be the poster child for no, don't do it.
No. Yeah, I think a nigga, a person should be like, "Hey, put that big old cardboard box up there with the writings on it." Okay. Yay,
Hey, caution,
you
proceed with caution, basically.
proceed with caution. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just saying because wouldn't that make
So you basically saying Josh needs to come with a warning label.
absolutely a big old hazard sticker?
You stupid Eve.
I'm just saying.
She said a big old has a sticker.
I'm just because like, come on now.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
it's like, and it just come to show too. Also, it's like you said, it's not a dig against this lady, and medicine has advanced greatly from the yesteryears when we knew it to be a D sentence,
Yeah,
whereas it's not anymore, right?
right.
Um, but it's still deception, nonetheless.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that he was deceived at all because he knew full and well what was going on, and he went right on into it head first.
yeah, he definitely knew. He definitely knew. He definitely was not in the blind about it. Um, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, if he knew, like, I, I don't. Do you think the new husband know?
If the who,
The new husband know.
he got to be the one that probably gave it to. You know what? Let me just say,
I don't know why in my spirit I feel like that man don't know.
I don't know why in my spirit I feel like he do know, and that he the culprit.
Oh,
He's, you know,
that could be a possibility.
I just can't see this. And then the fact of the matter, you got to fight to prove your love to a person that just out here that was once fighting. For
I
that.
mean,
Let me slow down.
he scooped up after Smurf. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who could sleep after Smurf. I don't know
Listen,
who would willingly try to sleep behind Smurf.
and that's the whole fact. Like, if that's the case, like, because who is it? Who's the gender reveal? We need a gender reveal here.
Girl,
Who's the man?
Sure.
Because I don't think that person that if you knew these things about this person, that they would just be okay with it. And I don't think that she is open as she's been with a bunch of strangers that a person in her personal life wouldn't know this as well. You know? So
I
I
mean, when
think
she
that
did post it on her Facebook and stuff, so maybe he does know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I like that, but I just, we call this used to be the plague. You know what I'm saying? People, family members are scared to have people up in their house.
Them old people call it a shotgun weed.
Shoot, I don't even know. Like she ain't came up. She ain't
It's
came
like
up at
they never
all.
heard of that. They from down south shit. When the old people say, yeah, they had shotgun weed, and when people get married extra fast, yeah. Let me see. Gotta say, I kind of gotta agree with Eve because it's rare to find two men back to back that just accept it full force. It is very rare.
Yeah, I just don't understand that. Like and we all here are people are forward thinking people. We have a lot of sense about ourselves. Despite what we come over here and entertain
Mhm.
and or do. But at the end of the day, we all have that good old sense that God gave us.
Yeah.
So I'm just not gonna take anything away from that's what I'm saying. Like Josh wrong anyway. You wrong anyway. You should have you should have left that thing alone the first time that things were going on. And then during this time that you were a support system for this person, because she apparently disclosed things to you that no one on the internet knew. And
Yeah.
you basically was telling that lady, go ahead and tell your truth. Speak your truth. You was basically telling her because when she came up in here telling us that, it was cancer,
Yeah.
you was over there saying, nah, just go ahead, baby. Baby, go ahead and tell him, baby. And and then we end up getting it. And it was like, wow, like the fact of the matter to hear something like that,
It's very shocking.
it was shocking.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
It was. Definitely was.
Mm,
I definitely didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying? She
I
definitely
didn't.
put it on the chin and put it on her back and told it. So I will commend her for that. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't let it beat her. I mean, yeah, you can tell that she went through. You know what I'm saying? Some sadness and depression behind it, which would be normal. You're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
a grieving point, but I mean, she bounced back from it. You know what I'm saying? Like I champion her for that, but
Mm-hmm.
the situation. Like I said, it's just rare to find all these men that's so accepting of it. I mean, just to hear Smurf arguing about it, like when it was happening. Like I don't know.
Right.
All this situation is weird.
Yeah, the whole situation was now. Did they ever? Because now we got to think about it. Because going back to Smurf and him being caught on the ring camera, apparently supposed to be talking to a man across the hall from her. Um, did Josh move in with CB? CB never left her home because, mind you, she always had his place, and Josh just happened to move in, and it
no,
was never them equally getting
no,
a place together.
no. No. She did not always have her own. She lived with her mama until she moved out with Smurf. Or moved out and maybe Smurf moved in with her, or it was I don't even know. I don't know the whole little because I think it was her and the roommate before, but the roommate ended up leaving, and then Smurf ended up moving in. I don't know, it was something like that. But as far as their place, I want to say that she moved to Houston, they got a place together and moved in.
Mm, okay. Okay.
So neither moved with each other; they moved in like together, like they got
Together.
a new place. Yeah.
Okay. So okay, and so she was the one that was fitting the bill because, like they were saying, like he never did anything. She would come in, be off, and she working second shift, getting things
According
together.
to her, but Josh said that ain't all the way true. So I don't know.
Okay. So, but Josh really never really gave us full details on a lot of things. He was really fighting for his life. And I think that Josh was frustrated. I think even in this case scenario, it could be, potentially that she was cheating. Josh knew she was cheating with this man that she's engaged to or now married to. And perhaps this reason why that he was doing some of the things that he was doing with her, allegedly. And he fought his hardest. He fought his hardest for her.
So you saying that? So basically, you saying that Josh was homeless and needed a place to stay and was holding on to CB for dear life? Is that what you saying?
I think that he really wanted her. I think he loved her so much and that much. You know what I'm saying? That he put his whole image on the line. I mean, he's put his image on the line on here many a times, but I think that because of the love, the genuine love that he had and still has for her, he wanted to do everything to make it work. Now, CBS never shied away from her disdain for Josh. Josh just was too blind to see it. Like his eyes was wide shut, you know.
I agree.
And and so with that, he took a lot of things, and I think it came to a point like, I'm tired of taking all the stuff I'm taking from you. So when we talk about roughed up, I think she was getting roughed up because she got kept on getting caught up
Yeah,
with
I mean,
the
he
next
did
man.
go to the iPad, and I think that's how he found out about the dude, or maybe she posted some pictures on Facebook. Something. It was the weird way that he found out that she was cheating in the first place. But dang, I was about to make another point. What was I about to say? Oh, I was gonna say that in my water horse, I feel like that Josh was just that guy for Stevie. You know how you had that guy that's really gonna just be there for you no matter what. Um,
Mhm.
you could go through any relationship, any situation. They always gonna be there, like to help you pick up the pieces. But you never truly really want to be with them. They just
Mhm.
like hold the place until you move on to the next one, so you won't be alone type shit. That's what it's giving. I mean, even if we go back to the beginning of their relationship, the family kept saying she refers to him as the video editor.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
not my friend, not my homeboy, not my I kind of mess with him. He's my video editor. So
Right.
then she had put you in the category of some low level shit. See what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So I feel like, we'll see these spouts where like she'll be on the outs with somebody that she really dealing with and really fucking with. And Josh is the person that she lean on and call because he's always there to like, be there listening ear because he always say, that's still my girl. Like, we still real good friends. And it's like, yeah, even though she fuck with you as a friend, like I don't think she'll ever see you as more than that.
I don't think so either, because especially when she did some things on here that just was really telling. She had her eyeballs on, a lot of other
The
men on
next,
him publicly.
yeah, the next.
It's
Um,
yeah, yeah.
let's see what Miss America say. The only reason I remember how Josh found out is because I remember saying Josh taught her how to use it, and she used it against him. You gotta tell me,
Because
what?
look at her comment up on top. Look at her previous comment. She talking
Oh,
about something. She has Chat GPT something.
okay. Hold on. He asked ChatGPT how to hide her stories from him. Mm.
Mm,
Oh, he asked ChatGPT how she hid her stories from him, and then he reversed it in
mm,
stories. So because it sounds like because like on Instagram where you can do your close friends,
mm-hmm.
only people that what I'm saying that you put in that category can see it, so you can kind of hide
Right.
from other people type shit. So I wonder if she mean like kind of.
Probably. That's sad. If you feel like you got to hide your stories from the man that you love, isn't everything opened up for each other?
The key
I
word
mean,
was the man that you love.
I'm just also thinking like, how much residuals came from?
Oh, so she asked ChatGPT how can she hide her stories from Josh, and he found out. Okay,
Oh my!
okay, gotcha.
So how many? What revenue did the girl that KP couldn't kill? How much revenue was that banking?
Oh, I don't know. You talking about the book?
Yeah, the book. Because if we're going to talk about if people are owed anything, I think he was just as equal in promoting that book. And in fact, I think he started becoming upset with other people was promoting it. We can recall a certain op of his was promoting that book more than he was, and then until it forced him to come out and start promoting that book, and then people from the sector started supporting her. So if we're thinking about things, right? How much of the residuals did he get from the sales of those books? And if we're going to talk about legal chess, because she was just as equal and he was just as equal. So did equal parts get shared on the book as well as from legal chess?
She didn't get that boy none of that. But I mean, I guess she would say, "Well, I was paying the bills, or I had to do this, or I had to do that." I'm pretty sure she probably gonna say Flip won't say, but I kind of caught a flag on the play. I mean, wedding. 88 slipped up and said a different location and tried to correct it. I don't think people caught it. I did. Couldn't read all it back.
Mm.
So, like, she slipped up and said the wrong location. Like, so they making up locations. Like, you gotta make it clear what you're trying to tell me, Flip. Are you trying to tell me that they couldn't keep up with the lie, or are you trying to tell me that they were just trying to hide the real location?
Mm. You think they all knew all along, that whole plan?
I don't know. It seemed like ain't nobody know. Shit. I mean, I think they knew like as of three probably weeks ago.
Mm. Yeah, man, that is just. I think it's crazy and it's hurtful. It's hurtful. It's a hurtful reality too for Josh, and I feel bad, but at the same time, it's like you placed yourself in a position like that purposely. All the signs were there. All the signs were there.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess he thought like with the diagnosis and the new her, like they could turn a new leaf. I don't know.
Not the new hair.
Who said yeah?
You said with the diagnosis and the new hair.
No, just I said with the diagnosis and the new her. The
Oh,
new
the new her. Oh, okay. We can't forget about that hair either, though. Since we spoke on it, it was nice and big and vibrant, and it's just she was just happy. She was dismissive of that man's feelings. I just think that she was checked out. She checked out, and I think no response.
you gotta hold it down for a second. Give me like
Sure.
5 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. And I believe no response would be the best response in this situation as it comes to Josh. Just let it go, Josh. There's no sense in going back and forth with it, especially if you still are trying to uphold a brand. There's no need to keep on, you know, diminishing that brand. You can keep going forward because she did speak, well enough on you to where she didn't want to disparage your name or anything like that. So I don't think it would be in your best interest to keep going back and forth with the situation because she hasn't either. And if we've learned anything from the situation, I think from the first breakup that you guys had, um, it's just like just you have to just let it go. If you want to be friends, then if there's a space for that, I don't think that's going to be going forward. I think that Josh, for you, you're going to have to come to a place of acceptance and and you not to fight too hard for things because Josh, historically on here, you have been the one to really um, place yourself in positions where the outcome isn't in your favor when it comes down to women and relationships on here. So maybe the next time around you may regroup. Hopefully, this will teach you a lesson that you never should love anyone that hard to where you compromise your own self, you compromise your health, you compromise your mental wealth. Um, just to be with a woman that you knew in the back of your head, in the piece of your heart, that wasn't fully committed to you. Okay. So Lady A said he fired her. Remember, she wanted to keep the show going for his sake. He said that. Okay, well, that's good context to put in as well. Um, kind of supporting what we were discussing earlier. If you did this, then Josh, that was your ego. You did that all for your ego, and you didn't want people to know. You didn't want that announcement to come out that you guys were no longer an item. People will start, putting two together, start sniffing around like, where's CB at these days? And if that's how you felt like you needed to do, that's fine. Perhaps you could have even said, CB's just taking a break. She's just doing her own little thing. I'm going to go ahead and just spearhead this on my own going forward. No one would have known anything. But I think that you wanted to make it known that this is what happened. And then you also placed yourself in a victimized standpoint as well. Um, to kind of overshadow what CB could have potentially came up here and said, because mind you, she never even said anything anyway. And again, we wouldn't have known anything about you and CB split had it not been for you making that announcement on your channel. Um, just let it go. Looks like another TKO. I agree with that, Jordan. Lulu said Josh should write a book about his situation. I mean, according to them, they can write a chat TPG book in 6 hours. I think that could be beneficial to him, but I think that he's better off more so than coming up and talking about his feelings and just actually just talking about, just picking his brain apart a little bit, just like What is it about you, Josh, that compels you to be with women that essentially don't want you? What is this factor? Is it like it's the chase and the hunt? Is it that because you really are a hopeless romantic? Is it that I just don't know. What is this about you that you would place yourself in such a potentially dangerous situation in the name of love? I mean, what is it that really contributed there to where you say, okay, let me double back on that, especially knowing all the things you knew afterwards? What compelled you to be back with this woman? Okay. Is it because you also seen some flaws yourself that you're not bringing to the board? Um, and you kind of finally forced her to come and say some things about you, so exposing some things about you. I don't know. So, it's all crazy and dysfunctional. I wish both of them the best, absolutely, for sure, because none of us really have any real stake in it. But looking on the side of it, from the outside looking at it, if we're looking at it from an exterior basis, it does look like CB did that man wrong, But also, we don't know everything that happened either. It's clear that Josh only wants the best for CB, and I agree with that as well. But I think it also comes from a place of self-preservation because Josh wants the best for himself, and if CB helps him look better, then then that's what he wants as well. If that makes sense. Josh titled his book "My Love for Her to Use Prep." That's crazy. I mean, maybe perhaps he could be the poster child for prep, like a real, not an enactment, but a real life spokesperson for prep. Maybe that Josh could do that because, man, if you come out on a clean scale with this man, like, man, God bless you. God was on your side. Love don't love nobody. That's the truth. Have a good one. And y'all, please make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in or out. If you have it in you, if you have it this early morning, please donate to the channel. Anything helps. Grab yourself a membership as well if the membership link's in there. If not, just scroll right up outside of this live and you can hit the join button. Thank you very much. Absolutely divine. Get your stuff together, man. Um, it's unfortunate, but we're here now. She moved on too quick, Jordan said. She was already fooling with dude. That's what I said as well. I was like, this seems to be way too quick. And this is why I was going back to with Josh going through things with CB during this time. And like I said, a woman to get fed up after a while. That she coming in, she's seeing you just ain't the house ain't picked up. Like she's been at work all day, and then she's got to play second shift with chess, with legal chess and stuff like that. You ain't try to could put together a piece of meal or nothing. She's over here doing all this stuff, and you ain't contributing to nothing. A woman will lose respect for you really quick. But then I think again to CB support, I think that she was really trying to give it a chance this second time around. She sounded great. She sounded healthy and clean. Um, and the support, the strong public support that she had for Josh at that time, it seemed genuine on this end. So I was like, okay, maybe it'll work this time. But there were some things that were going on along the way that we're not privy to, and Josh knows, and that's why we're here. And Josh knows that as well. Is it any of our business? Really? Not really. But again, they brought it here. They brought it here. So now we're here and we're able to have these discussions because they've had it with many other people. It's only fair. Levy said, they said Josh was the rehabilitation center. These people are a mess. I mean, perhaps he was, I mean, select specialty services. You guys ever seen those? Mm,
I'm sorry. Chocho had then woke up. He wanted his little diaper change and a little bottle so he can go back to sleep.
okay. Oh, Cho.
Yeah.
Hey.
He laying back now. But yeah, so what y'all talk about?
Oh, just everything. Just over here having some dialogue over here with the chat. So we just pulling from each other, having a discussion about it all. Because there's so many things to grasp from here. A lot of things to pull from. There's a lot of um, conceptions and misconceptions. There's a lot of truth with the lies, a lot of lies with the truth. But the only people who really know that is them. If
Yeah.
there was a situation that happened 3 weeks prior, Josh did well enough to keep it on the wraps as long as he could. But if
Yeah,
it was kept under wraps as long as that, is as long as you did, then why not keep it under wraps altogether? And I
yeah.
think that Josh was feeling threatened in some way, that he felt compelled to come live
So my
and make
question
a
to
legal
that
chess
though
move.
is how. Okay, so my question to that is because I have heard a few people kind of like say that.
Mhm.
So that being said, how do you think he should have handled legal checks going forward in the relationship?
Right, because like I said, some people are going to start sniffing around this Mo3 sector. We notice when people are not here. You know, so it was only going to happen for him sooner or later. People were going to start asking him because he did. It seemed like around this time take a hiatus a little bit from legal chess, right? Because they were both rocking out doing this together pretty regularly. And so if your co-host isn't there, people are going to start asking questions. And I think that instead of people continue to ask questions, I think he took the more staunch approach and just said matter of factly what happened. I think he could have took a more diplomatic approach. Yeah, sure. Because then he wouldn't have rolled out all of these different
By like not
things.
saying anything, like ignoring the questions. That's what you mean. Hey, baby mama. You mean
Hey,
like
Candace, baby. Yeah, I think that what he should have did was took more of a diplomatic approach. Like even saying, like, see, we decided, like, hey, listen, she's just working, she's got all these things going on, and she's gonna take a step aside.
my thing about that is once
Hmm.
it did come out, everybody was gonna be like, so this whole time y'all been lying, talking about everything was cool and she had to work, but this whole time she been with another nigga and then got married.
So it's a
You know
lose
what I'm
lose.
saying? It's a lose lose, bro. You know, because that would have been my. And I'm just thinking on the outside looking in, how
Hmm.
I would receive the information, right?
Right.
So if this whole time, if we're all wondering and we like, dang, where's CBO? We ain't see CB in like 3 shows. I mean, we keep asking, he ain't saying nothing. He said she at work. She said she don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Now it's the third, fourth week. Now we like, she don't feel good. Well, what's really
Hmm.
going on? Like, you know, and
Right.
we end up coming out like, well, you know, really, it wasn't that. She just not doing the show. I mean, eventually you're gonna have to still tell the same story. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I get that. Yeah.
Whether you came with it this week or 3 weeks later, like you was always gonna have to tell your audience or explain to them that she was no longer a part of the show. I mean, that may be what he could have said instead of like, we not together or none of that. Like he maybe could have just said, listen, y'all ain't gotta keep asking me. CB will no longer be a part of the show. That was, you know what I'm saying, the decision that she made or that we made. Now I can see
Right. Right.
that, you know?
And they're gonna probe some more. But then that's on you guys to see if you're going to engage in that or not. You didn't have to go as far as saying anything because now it's happened all over all these channels. The different people, the CCs around here has grabbed a hold of it, and it's taking flight with it and did with it as they will, as
Yeah.
they would. So I think now it's like, what's the next phase of your life? Perhaps you need to take a break. Take a break, reassess himself
He
about some
sounded
things
like
about
he
yourself.
was, even when they was asking him about, you know, getting with somebody else and all that. Like it didn't seem like that was his main focus. It was more so like, nah, I'm chilling, man. Like I'm chilling.
Hmm. Yeah. But I think, I think especially with the Mo3 sector, to your point, Levy Star, I think the coochie pool should be closed in this regard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Um, and another question to ask: has Josh been back to the blood bank? Has that been?
I don't know. Now
I,
that I don't know.
if he hasn't been working, and we knew that something that was helping sustain him financially was the blood bank, has he been back to that blood bank?
I don't know.
And I'm not saying that in a trolling manner, because I mean,
But I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure how that medical shit work. Like, him going to get tested will probably show up and him being negative. You know what I'm saying?
right. So just picture this: Sicily, 1988, right? So there's this thing called PrEP that's coming out now, right? And then that means that you can have unprotected sex with a person and with a 99.9% chance of not being affected. But I'm still knowing I'm going to penetrate this person with no additional protection and banking solely upon the pill that I would have to take daily to make sure that I can insert myself in this person peacefully and comfortably, if that makes sense.
I think we take that risk with every medication we take with this birth control. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Because I think that would still be the mind frame. Like, damn, they say this shit work, but
Right.
it ain't nothing perfect. You know what I'm saying?
So you just
who done got pregnant on birth control. So,
right.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. That also goes to support my claim that other 0.5% is nothing set in stone either. So, Jesus Christ on the cross.
Yeah.
That's I got to say about that. That was just so risque and
There's
Kincaid.
a lot more to the story that's not being said, and that's why I kept telling Josh to stand in his truth and face reality. Oh, yeah, now CB kept telling him to stand in his truth too. What does that mean? What truth do y'all want Josh to stand in?
What does that mean? Because when she was saying that, I was scared. I'm like, oh, please don't let it be.
I was like, what truth? Like,
like if he keep on poking the bear, she gonna say something.
What he said tonight on B-Waves is so much that he could say that he was holding back on. And, of course, B-Wave was like, man, just come out with this shit. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? We here now. But so, Josh, you got to keep poking. So, eventually all this shit probably going to end up coming out, no lie.
Do you think Josh has the house in Virginia?
No.
Okay.
But I don't think he does. I believe his mature. You know what I'm saying? I believe. Now, I do feel like it should be a long cautionary period after, because we know they slept together that one time, right? It's kind of confusing as to when she actually contracted it versus when she found out about it type shit. So I feel like if you find out somebody you slept with, end up with that, I don't care if you slept with them 8 months ago, 9 months ago, a year ago. I feel like for the next 2 years, you should be on standby with them goddamn texts.
Especially when you was raw dogging, even with the prep, right? Because you tell me, I'm like the liquids, juices are flowing,
Or
and
just the fact that it will lay dormant for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would hope that, he continues to get tested. You know what I'm saying? For the next, year or two. Real talk, because, some shit just be laying dormant. So yeah, man. Yeah. I would hate that to be the case though, for him to find out like a whole year or two later, like, damn, man,
Yeah, I hate that too. But it's also with that though, it's like things that can be like you say, symptomatic, things that are asymptomatic and stuff, And I think with him knowing that he has been exposed in that nature, that it wouldn't be something that you can just, you can chop it up to say that it's held dormant, because you knew that there's risk with this and you have to at least every 6 months or, to make sure that you continue to get tested, and that's just
That's what I'm
standard for
saying.
everybody.
Like if I feel like anybody find out that one of their ex partners, ends up testing positive for it, then I would say for the next 3 years, really kind of just be on standby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep taking those tests every 6 months. I would say probably maybe after 3 years, you could probably like safely be like, okay, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
If you or a loved one been exposed to took prep, we're gonna learn this, and then you still had the house in Virginia. If so, please call 1-800. You may be compensated. I think that's what's gonna probably happen here the next few years.
Let me see what Big OG say. Was she supposed to be pregnant for him one time before? Nah. It's hard for women to pass the package on. Easier for men to pass it. Yeah. Salute to Easy Money for the $5 super sticker, super check. Salute PayDae. Salute Easy. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you taking it easy. Real talk. But yeah, man. This shit crazy.
It is crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy honeymoon, because I would imagine people want to fuck all night on their honeymoon.
dang, he didn't even think to marry Josh, and like like he would have been the ideal guy, but it's just like it's just some other things that, like you said, we don't know about. Because like if a guy would be willing to take on something as heavy as this, man, you would think that that would be a guy that was well deserving to be your life partner. But
You know,
apparently,
but I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you, like a part of me, whenever all this was coming out, I kind of felt like Josh may have been being a little pretentious as far as like because how heroic is that in other women's eyes? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it almost
yeah.
feels like okay, you swooped in and became a hero, like you that one nigga that'll take the chance type shit. So I kind of felt like he was living off of this in the beginning, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? We're about to be, because I feel like as much as he say he don't be worried about the image or whatever, like, a part of him probably was thinking, like, yeah, we about to be this black, successful couple that, oh my God, you took her and accepted her after this diagnosis and you know what I'm saying? You got on prep and championed it and y'all got married and y'all had kids. I felt like that was more so his mind frame, like, let me be the fucking hero. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that too, and that just also like some. It just really speaks to different personalities on here because, like, I don't know if anybody else would be as strong, let's say, to take up such a hard task like that. That's a tall task. And like I said, the fact of the matter that he did that, it speaks to him in more ways than one. And we have to just question you, man. You know, but I'm just like, salute to you for doing that for
She
sure.
said, they say CB told us a long time ago Josh was sick. I didn't know what it meant when she said that. I thought maybe he had a cold or something when she was upset about it. I do feel like I heard her say that, but I'm not for sure because I've heard them say so goddamn much. Lady, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say she didn't say it.
Lord have mercy.
It's possible. But for right now, his shit is showing up negative. You know what I'm saying? We saw that it's showing up negative. So for now, you know, like I said though, Josh, still go get tested for the next 2 years, man.
Man, and that's just what it's gonna have to be. Man, Josh, you did your part. You did great, and like I said, I'm really kind of busting your balls a little bit here, but ultimately, I do support you, and I do wish the best for you because it I'm not gonna say it takes a real man to do that because you can't just equate being a real man to taking something on such as that. You know what I'm saying? But it does take a person that has a lot of love to give.
Yeah, I don't think he would have just did it for any old body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
would say that.
Yeah. But you did that. And everybody plays the fool sometimes.
Yeah,
No exception to the rules.
it seemed like
Listen, baby.
change, baby.
Bless his heart. And then he went over on Broadway tonight, still talking about it.
I think everybody kind of wanted to hear from him though. I mean, this was wedding day. You know what I'm saying? This was
Yeah, yeah.
wedding day. And so it was a lot of talk about it. He had the AI crime picture. B-Way was talking about it. So I feel like he, hit upon where he was comfortable just to kind of like answer a few questions and just to like let everybody know like he ain't toe up about it. But I told him, I was like, it's okay to be hurt. Like, I understand you like, maybe I'm just numb to this shit. Like, I ain't worried about it. I'm like, man, it's okay to be hurt, dog.
It's okay to be hurt. And I know he's hurt because that's all he ever wanted. He wanted to be the husband. He wanted to be the life partner, and I just wish that also, Josh, if you're out here listening, maybe let this help motivate you. Let this build you up to, like, if these are some character flaws that I do have, let me work on that. Because while you have so many great qualities about yourself, maybe you got to take a look into some of those things that you need to have some, a little bit more work on. Working on becoming more motivated to change as far as working, and what do you want for yourself. Don't put so much into too much stock into other people and above yourself. And that seems like what you've done. Like, you love people more than you love yourself. You loved her more than you loved yourself. And unfortunate it is that we had to watch that in real time. um, but I hope that you can heal from this. I hope that you've learned from this. um, and that's all I can really have with it. If
And sometimes people's picker be off. because it's like although they want these things, they'll pick someone who's not willing or ready or right to provide those things for them.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
get
mean?
that. Yeah, I get that too.
So his picker might be off. Like I really kind of feel like it's the type of people he pick. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
because a part of him likes the toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like you can't cut that shit off. Like toxic is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
cancer. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
and it grows. So it's like if you don't want that toxic energy, then stop picking toxic people. And that's on both ends. That's for anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
And like
That's
if you want to get married and have kids, then you got to pick somebody who, you know what I'm saying,
mm-hmm.
provide it. Like
I agree.
you can't pick somebody who's going to the club 7 days a week. I'm not speaking on CB. I'm
Right.
talking, but going to the club 7 days a week. Hardly home, always running the street. That's probably not going to be the marriage type. Like he ain't in the part in a place that's like, well, that's what I'm saying, something that they want. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
people pick be off. So he needs to pick right, some different type of bitches.
I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And that was a good discussion here. We talked about it. And like I said, we didn't come from a place of malice. We're not trying to beat up on anybody on either end. We're just over here looking from an observational point of view. Hopefully,
You
we
only talk
wish
about this on the board, man.
we wish nothing but the best for both parties, man. Um, Love will prevail again for you, Josh. But give it a couple of years or so.
I hope
But
you find somebody off the app. Like maybe
mm,
find you a girlfriend in real time that you can do this co-hosting thing with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and it might be built different. Like, I mean, I don't think you should get with another YouTube chick.
But I don't think that he should be
But he
all
fish.
focused on YouTube stuff too. He's got to be reality based too. Like this right here is a substantive income, not a main income. So unless you're like one of those major,
Yeah,
major
it
YouTubers.
can be, but you most definitely gotta put in that work, and it takes time.
Yes, absolutely. So I just think that you got to look at that as well. What women want, they want a man that they can see that is able to provide in ways. And it's not to say like, hey, you give me all your take, but we don't want to see you just sitting down and we're working all day and you're not doing anything. That gets tiring very quick.
Girl,
And I
it
think,
be
and
tired. I be tired day one. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, day one.
You here? And it's
Yeah.
like I know I ain't leave here. You was in pajamas.
Hmm.
I came back. You was just still in pajamas. Like
Absolutely. You right here when I left you this morning.
yeah, like
No,
uh.
no, no. Hey, Cardi K, baby, that's my baby.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a little minute, baby. Well, I have seen you in my head chat. I haven't seen you over here. But hey, Courtney,
But yeah,
really?
that's a good discussion.
What the hell is I just see my hair if your ass still down there in the chat or in the bush?
She. I was thinking about her.
IGT.
What is I got time?
IGT just took a whole sabbatical from YouTube. She thinks she's slick. I'm gonna cuss her ass out when I catch her.
But that's necessary though.
It is. I'm gonna be like, oh, bitch, you thought you was slick. You thought you was gonna get some time. Yeah, you slipped past us for a couple weeks, maybe a month. Yeah, I'm on your ass now, IGT. Where the hell you at?
What's my little light bulb? I haven't seen her in a minute. I sure been thinking about it.
Yeah, I haven't even heard her like in the background on his lives or anything. Look like I did hear her. He was talking about something.
Mm-hmm.
She might have been in the background, but I haven't like been seeing in the chat or anything.
My hair gonna come live talking about some I got time would no longer be in the chat and on the panels. Is that
You know, part of ways.
yeah. She's not
That's
gonna be here
here in
anymore.
3 days.
Right.
Type,
Hopefully that's not what's going on. But
type shit. But he okay,
yeah. Cardi K, she says she pop in and out of here every now and again. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, baby. I love me some you.
love you more.
This is such a great discussion. Keep it going. I love when I catch you and stuff. It's always a hit and miss and stuff, but I love and respect you and I support you the longest. So keep
Yeah.
doing your thing, baby.
Thank you for hitting the panel. I enjoyed having a conversation with you.
Oh, me too. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too, baby. Bye.
Okay, y'all. So let's see what else we can get into. On the fan before we go and end it. Did y'all hear about that? The football player, you know that trial going on right now too, with the football player that poisoned his baby mama. That was quite sad. I had watched the testimony of the best friend who she called. She ended up calling the best friend after she had been poisoned. The best friend kind of basically heard the last conversation that she had with the football player. Like, you know, what did you give me? Something don't feel right type thing. So I've been kind of like peeking in and out of that trial too. Um, it's been getting a lot of exposure. I don't know if y'all heard about that little trial. Let's go, Courtney K. I caught the end, but it was good. Oh yeah, y'all haven't heard about that case? Yeah, she was young too. He didn't want to have the baby. It reminded me of that other. Remember a long time ago? I think this was maybe like late 90s, early 2000s. Might have been early 2000s. I can't think his name right now, but he was a basketball player. He unalived his baby mama. Got somebody to shoot on the highway. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, he poisoned the baby mama, y'all. Unallowed. Oh, I know why that would be touching for you, Candace, because you pregnant right now, girl. Because you imagine that shit is crazy. Yeah. Damn, it ain't never that serious. It is fucked up. It's absolutely fucked up. Yep, Ray Caruth. You showed right, Tennessee girl. I said Tennessee girl. Tennessee girl, yep, Ray Caruth. Yep, 2000. Yep, I knew it was late 90s or early 2000s. Yep. He was a nice looking guy too. Only go spend his life in prison now. Cause he ain't want a baby. Baby, it's just a baby? Ah damn. They just be like they gonna lose everything because they had a baby. That shit's crazy. They had that. So y'all know the Texas mother of 5 who unalived 2 of her kids. She been speaking from jail. Like I haven't clicked the video yet, but girl, what the hell do you have to say? Like now, when I did look into that case, you could tell she, if I can remember correctly, had some type of mental issues going on. He been gone. Yeah, you talking about Ray Cruz? Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, let me see. Let's see. Let me see if I got anything interesting on my watch later, because I be watching all kind of stuff on my watch later chat. I don't know, sometimes the stories be a little dark. Y'all, did y'all watch that crazy ass documentary on Netflix? Maternal Instinct? That shit was crazy too. That shit was crazy too. They've been having a lot of stuff come out about the Carmelo Anthony case too. If this I'm not gonna watch later. I be having the craziest stuff on my watch later, child. I be just clicking shit. I was okay, so I was wondering about this little story right here too. Was his body ever in the landfill? Hey, Candace, baby. Oh, he
Hey,
been.
what's up?
Hey, baby, mom, what's up?
Nothing much. Hey, did they ever find that little boy body? They
No,
say oh.
they said that it's gonna take at least about 3 weeks before they can even get out there and start looking in the landfill. Because there's so many different things and procedures they have to go through. I mean, I guess because this is a landfill full of tons of trash and you're looking for a dead body. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to take like certain precautions. Like everybody probably gonna have to suit up and all types of other stuff. So they gotta make sure they have the equipment and everything everybody needs to protect themselves from, something else happening. So they was basically saying like it's gonna be 3 weeks before they could even get out there.
That's crazy, dog. Because one minute they say they found his body in the back of a yard in a little box, and then they're saying that his body was in a landfill. So I'm like, man,
Now,
it's...
see the landfill stuff. Now, the box stuff was always a lie. I think that shit was created by somebody on YouTube who wanted to like, hype their video up.
Yeah.
Because that was never in none of the paperwork, none of the news reports that I saw, none of that. It was just a rumor. But the landfill stuff, I'm thinking they got that like out of like maybe questioning him or like investigating him in the situation, because for some reason now they're like they can narrow it down. They know that this is probably where his body is, and they said that it's, I guess, a specific portion of the landfill. So they must have some type of information that points toward that's where the body is.
And it's like, I'm like, bro, what are you doing with a 16-year-old anyway?
Right.
Like, oh, Jesus. That type of stuff.
Sad word. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, do y'all want to, let me see. So, it's got 2 videos. They got the LA mom exposed her daughter's iller, and then another mom was ill at the vigil. And I think that's down here, somewhere in Louisiana. 2 moms in 3 days. So 2 moms was unalived in 3 days.
Do that.
Okay, that one, or the girl who unalived 2 of her kids speaking from jail.
Ooh. And they both from Louisiana?
No. The other girl, I don't know where she from. The girl who unalived her kids, I don't know where she from.
Hey, Flip Mode, do the second one. Do the second one. Let's see what the second one's about.
Talk about the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull that one. I sure want to know what the hell she got to say, girl. What you got to say for yourself? And I wonder why she only chose 2 out of 5.
I really don't be understanding what be in these people mindsets to be doing something harming a child and stuff like that. Like what? Like just
it seems like it'll be easy to just, if you don't want it that bad, to like, it's so many people that want to adopt and stuff. Like, I just don't even understand why people be going to these extreme
identity theft upper.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that shit crazy. All right, so let's pull it on. Ooh. Let me see this comment section first. It happened here. A 4-year-old was found in a landfill, East Point, Georgia. Dang. PayDae, my cousin works for Kaiser. She told me a family lost their father in the hospital, sent a robot nurse in the family room to tell them their father died during surgery. Strange. Y'all, they got robots like performing surgery. So
I would.
Yeah, they have robots actually performing surgeries. I'm guessing, probably because they ain't got to worry about, I guess the surgeon's hand shaking and all that, but I don't know. I don't want no robots operating on me.
Right.
I ain't tell you. I ain't with it. But okay, let me hit play and I'm gonna go on mute.
These are brand new search warrants obtained by KPRC2, and they tell a new story about Oninda Romulus, the mother accused of her 4 children, 2 of them. Montgomery County deputies coming to Romulus's home Saturday morning, looking for the oldest child, a 17-year-old, who wasn't inside. Instead, when deputies broke down the front door, they came across what they described as an identity theft operation.
All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, I'm back again with another video right now. Listen, I know some of y'all probably remember this situation when it first took place and I did a video about it, but now I have some updates for y'all. And if you don't remember, don't worry, I'm going to put you down right now so you can get caught up to date with the whole situation. But the young lady's name is Oninda Romulus. Well, I can't even call her a young lady, this girl. She basically is a mother of 5, and she tried to take the lives of 4 of her children. She pew pew, y'all know what I'm talking about. She basically had 2 children pass away and 2 survived, but she's in jail right now on a $14 million bond for what she did to these children. Now, so many different things that has happened from then until now, but what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to let y'all watch the
First First of all, why does she have a bond? Like
a $14 million bond.
I mean, she probably won't get out on that high ass bond, but like, why even? Like, she shouldn't be able to bond out on no short.
Like, she's delusional at this point.
Like, what the hell? But I'm about to keep playing.
Yeah.
Our video that I did about this, not the full video, just every detail that was stated back then. And then I'm finna give y'all the updates once this clip is over. I want y'all to get caught up to date so we won't be all lost. And we'll talk about everything as we proceed. So yeah, go ahead and watch this and I'll be right back. But basically, you know, she had ultimately ended up injuring for her kids. What did they be saying on her? Pew-pewing. Y'all know what
Flip mode got a question for you.
What she say? Oh my God, robot nurse can you imagine a robot nurse saying push? Girl, I wish I would.
I've been to keep that goddamn thing. Like, you don't get this shit out my fucking face.
For real. Why would I need a robot to perform on my body? Is you crazy?
That'll make me so mad.
Lawsuit.
That'll be making me so mad, but I'm about to click play.
I'm talking about. She did that to her kids. And when she did that, like I stated before, 2 passed away and 2 did survive. And 1 child was not there. And that child was 17 years old that wasn't there. So with her having a total of 5 children, doing this to 4 of those children, unless you know her mental wasn't correct, it was just all over the place. You know, her father did speak out and say that he did not know how did this happen or what led up to it. He was kind of confused about the whole thing, right? Okay, one thing I forgot to mention was that, you know, a lot of people said she was mentally competent to understand and know what the hell she was doing.
Man,
she probably was laced or something like that because basically she lived a lavish lifestyle. And when they went into her home, they actually found that she had 44 IDs, 44 driver's license, 15 credit cards, 2 treasury checks, 15 packages of blank checks, and 2 social security cards, and much more.
Girl.
Well, goddamn, 15 credit cards.
Wait a minute. So she basically, so this is what I'm getting at. Okay. So you all about the famous life and scamming life and stuff like that to the point that you don't even care about your kids. You care about more lavish stuff and taking people's identity and stuff. You don't even care for them kids. So yeah.
Man, what you so stressed about? You out there scamming everybody? Like
scamming.
You shouldn't be stressing you at all. You should be able to take them to every park and fucking anything.
Like she don't have kids. Like the kids don't even exist, and you got the nerve to say this mental health, man.
And they ain't show no expensive kid shit.
Yeah, miss me with
just
that.
A bunch of shit for her, shoes and purses and bags for her. Not no lavish toys and strollers and kid shit. Just shit for her. That shit crazy.
Girl.
Right? So basically stating that just to simply say she knew what the hell she was doing, so it could be something really, really wrong with her mentally. So I just had to throw that out here. And I'm going to let y'all hear how she was talking and what she has to say about certain things. Here you go right here.
Now that I think about it, I really blame you mother weak ass hoes for letting these think they can play with real bitch. Y'all hoes gonna sit and wait on the keys, y'all. Y'all gonna sit and wait on everything for y'all. Y'all not gonna go get up and get it. So when they come around the real that do everything on their own, they feel like they can take your power away. Bitch, you can't take no power from a bitch herself. Like you can't. You can never. What you is gonna do is you're gonna play yourself out of a real bitch that's gonna stay down with your ass, do whatever. Soon as you do some ass shit, now you a weird hoe. Bitch, I'm gonna be a dumb hoe, a weird hoe, a tweaking. Bitch, I'm gonna nut the fuck up when you play in my face. You gotta learn to play where it's safe at. It's not safe over here. Don't come playing in the energy that don't need for nothing. Bitch, I don't need for a penny, bitch. Like certain reasons why you shouldn't play with a real bitch. You can see the signs. What kind of hang ass you or you spend too much money on your nails and your goddamn hair and feet? You can be saving that money. Bitch, you go over there and tell that hoe how to live her life. A don't call no nigga for nothing. How the hell you gonna tell me what to do with my
girl? See, this is
Now she popping it. It's a little bit way.
your priority is so messed up, dog. Like they said, you spending too much money on nails, hair, feet. You could have been saving that money for your kids' school or whatever. Like, girl, your
You
priority
listen
is
to
so messed
yourself.
up.
Like you really talking to yourself. You talking about them people, but you need to be saying that to yourself.
Like, girl, is you stupid?
$9.99. Let go, be way.
Oh my God, that just
Yeah,
hurt
she
my.
popping it. Like what?
That just hurt my nerve.
Like this aggravating the fuck out of me. Like girl, can shut the fuck up. Like
for
what?
real.
money. If you pay attention, you'll really listen to what these hangnags be saying. Like,
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking of.
That just really killed my spirit. Like, girl, you first of all, you got a big head for one.
I'll take that job with that throne.
Nah, she really do have a big ass head. On top of that, like all she got is a shape. See, this is why y'all gotta stop just fucking with bitches because they got a big booty. Like
for
this
real.
bitches be having a big ass and be unaliving their kids. Like
girl.
Like yeah.
The audacity.
Bro. We's coming home like she don't even want the kids no more.
Exactly.
I'm too turned. My ass too big. Like, girl, wait.
Wait.
That would have waited. He would have still been on the floor.
In the beginning, they thought that she did that at the store, but ultimately, there is evidence pointing out that this happened before she got to the store. And when she got there, she called police, and she had the police come up there, and she was pumping her gas. The interaction was just weird as hell, right? They ended up getting surveillance video, seeing that it didn't happen there. They ended up taking her crazy ass to the damn precinct. And, you know, they also did some initial investigations when they got there. They talked to her, and she just basically stated that, you know, her kids were with the devil. She had to get them before they got her and stuff like that. Now, y'all already know we talk about a lot of different things over here on my channel, but we definitely speak about entities, people being taken over by entities.
That's why I said before I played it, like if I can remember correctly, I remember thinking like she probably had some type of mental disorder. But knowing this little crazy bitch, she might have just been, that might just be her defense. Like, let me play crazy. Let me say that. Because it seems like that's like a pattern amongst mamas that end up unaliving their kids. They be saying, like, the devil told them to do it, or, they was demons and I had to get rid of them. And, like, it seemed like a pattern. Like, I don't know, if you go through the history of moms who unalive their kids, like, they always say some shit like this. Like,
go ahead and play.
And shit like that. But some people just simply be crazy as hell too. So I don't want to put that to the wayside. But ultimately, I'm just saying, I'll let to say, like, you know, it's just a crazy world that we living in, and spiritual warfare is a crazy thing as well too. Now, I'm pretty sure she's gonna try to, you know, that's if something really took over her at the time and she tried to shake it off, or she was laced, whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure she's gonna try to use that as a defense to go ahead and try to get it back out of jail. But down here in Texas, bro, they really, you know, stick it to your ass real tall. Like, they're gonna make sure you get charged. Okay, now that y'all have seen that, basically, you know, like I said, some things have changed, but ultimately she's still trying to stick to the script. Now, I'm going to be also showing y'all what the police originally said in a press conference about the whole situation. But from now until further notice, I'll be dropping updates so y'all can be looking at over here. But basically, she just was doing an interview with a news station, and in the interview, she basically said that she's not crazy, she's not a monster, and, you know, one of her children was having an episode, she stated, basically trying to insinuate that the child was going crazy, one of her oldest children, right? Now, I don't know. That's a lot of people who are saying.
I wonder if was she talking about the 17-year-old was having an episode? Like,
yeah, because he said that he said that 2 was unalive, 2 was still here, and then 1 was gone, which that's the 17-year-old.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, did she try to blame this on a 17-year-old? Let's see. I'm just gonna hit play and go.
Yeah, please play it.
You know, she's Haitian. She possibly had some voodoo going on around her. Somebody done did some type of, work on her. Y'all know it's just so much shit that people were saying, but ultimately, I feel like that something wasn't right spiritually. Something wasn't right. We know that something right wasn't right mentally. It was just a crazy situation, especially after I gave y'all them details. Right now, this is one of the grandparents speaking out. The grandparents of one of the children, or was it 2 of the children? Y'all finna see right now, but we're gonna talk about that too. But let's go ahead and run this clip, and I'll be right back.
For staying up late with us, I'm Corley Peel in for Bill Barajas. Brazoria County authorities say 31-year-old Oninda Ramelis, her 4 children, in her white sedan before pulling over to a gas station on Highway 288 in Angleton. 2 of the kids are dead. 2 others are recovering tonight. The grandfather of 2 of the children spoke only to KPRC2 News reporter Jaewon Jung, and she is in Porter, where the family had a home.
No harsh side effects like gas, bloating, cramping, or sudden urgency. Miralax free your gut to free.
Well, it is a quiet scene out here in this Porter community now, but neighbors I spoke to tell me it was a much different scene on Saturday morning, with investigators collecting evidence from this house believed to be where 31-year-old Oninda Ramelis was living with her 4 kids. She had a beautiful smile like her dad. James Chappelle lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and tells me 2 of the kids found inside a car in Angleton on Saturday are his grandchildren. One of them is 3-year-old Amari Chappelle, who lost her life. What was your reaction when you heard about her death?
I started crying immediately. That's my grandbaby.
Chappelle tells me an 8-year-old boy is also his grandchild. That boy is in the hospital.
This event has shaken our community.
Brazoria County Sheriff Bo Stallman held a press conference on Sunday afternoon telling reporters the suspect that left 3-year-old Amari and a 13-year-old boy, as well as an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl injured, is the kid's mother, 31-year-old Oninda Ramelis. She's now being charged with an aggravated assault.
We believe that the evidence shows that this tragedy has occurred inside of the vehicle.
Sheriff Stallman says Ramelis called the sheriff's office for help just after 4:30 Saturday morning. Deputies arrived to a Shell gas station on Highway.
So am I the only one that's confused as hell at how she did this? Like, was she driving the car? Like, because she actually shot them in the car. So, like, do you pull over, shoot out for your kids, and then go to the nearest gas station and stop and get gas? Like,
that's what I believe, because ain't no way you're gonna be driving and shooting them kids at the same time. So you probably, and then why, and then on top of that, you unalive 2 certain kids, and 2 of them is injured, and 2 of them are not here. So what
I
was
think
your?
I could unalive all of them, just 2 of them survive. But like, think about the mind frame, because I mean, I don't know, I was very advanced at 9, mature at 9. Girl, I probably would have been trying to crawl out the window, out the door, like what? Because what?
And I don't get that either. Like you okay?
Thinking, like, once you done got to that point, like, I can't even imagine everything that you done put those kids through, like, up until that point. You know what I'm saying? Because like, that's the tip of the iceberg. They probably had to experience all type of other shit before you even got to that point. Like, what the hell?
Or she probably did it way before. She probably did it way before then, and then just went to the gas station like ain't nothing happened.
That shit's crazy. Hey, Prize and Coolin', good morning.
Hey, Coolin'.
Yeah, this crazy, but I'm about to hit play.
Let's go.
Highway 288 in Angleton, where Ramelis had pulled over in her white sedan. If you happen to know exactly the location where the shooting took place?
Again, that is part of the ongoing investigation.
Chappelle tells me he's in shock, and Romelis seemed like a good mother.
I didn't see anything wrong with her personality. She seemed like a beautiful person.
He says Romelis is from Haiti and lived in Georgia before moving to Texas about 5 months ago. Chappelle is now holding on to memory.
Now, that's the one thing that I could say probably maybe points to voodoo or something spiritually, knowing that she's Haitian. Not saying that all Haitians practice voodoo, but I'm saying it's more in their culture than it is ours.
Yeah. Hey, Prize, that says a lot.
That part. Hold on, I'm trying to look for Coogan in the chat so I can rank her up.
It's I hate y'all dash.
I know it, but whenever I click it on my phone, I don't see her comments. Let me see.
That's crazy. And then you're gonna use the voodoo type stuff on. Man, just say that you didn't want them kids, you didn't like them kids, and you just did it to yourself, so you can just do what you do as scamming and getting this money and all that other stuff and doing BBLs and girl, bye.
All this extra shit. I don't know what the hell going on. I see you on my laptop chat, but when I go on my phone, girl, not a comment from you. I'm assuming that if you was hidden, that you would be hidden on here too, and not just my phone. I don't know. We'll figure it out though, child.
You did the all message or whatever it's called.
Oh, at the top.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be it. Let me see. Okay, there you go, girl. Cause sweet. All right, you should be good now. I'm about to hit play, y'all.
Memories of a 3-year-old girl gone too soon.
She always smiled.
Romelis is currently being held in Brazoria County Jail on a $14 million bond. In Porter, Jaewon Jung, KPRC 2 News.
Investigators now say the children were shot inside a car. Afterward, Oninda Romulus drove from her home in Porter to a gas station in Angleton where she called 911. And new this afternoon, authorities confirm a 5th child was not in that car and is still unaccounted for. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office searched Romulus's home in Porter looking for that child. Gage Golding is live on Spear Valley Lane, just off the Grand Parkway, with what investigators found. Gage.
Well, what they found is a criminal investigation of their own. And before we get into that, I want to say that they came out here looking for a 5th child. Now, her family actually just arrived here at the house minutes ago. They tell me that they don't know about a 5th child. They don't know about the 17-year-old that is supposedly being sought after. That could be the reason why that the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office has not been able to find or locate, as far as we know, this 5th child supposedly involved or could be involved in this incident.
So holy hell up. Now, do y'all just not know where the 17-year-old is, or the 17-year-old don't even exist?
That's what I'm saying, because y'all talking about 4 kids in the set.
Yeah, y'all said this where she lived with her 4 kids. Then the next breath, y'all like the 17-year-old, but then y'all like y'all could never find a 17-year-old. So did she like because if so, that's crazy as hell. If you made up a whole fake child to blame it on, that's crazy.
Or the kid probably don't even, or the kid's not probably in your not in your.
Well, what the hell did you do to that one?
Probably, girl.
Like, girl, wait, like for all we know, like that might have been the first victim.
At this point, we might need to see, do she have a Facebook account and see if she even have 5 kids.
That's what I'm saying. They saying that they don't even know. They talking about they exing family and friends, and they don't know about a 5th child. Like, what?
Imaginary child, bruh.
Maybe they gonna clear it up. Let's see.
But the investigation that Montgomery County now has on their hands is because when they came here looking for this child, when they got inside, what they found is what can only be described as an identity theft operation. These are brand new search warrants obtained by KPRC2, and they tell a new story about Oninda Romulus, the mother accused of 4 children, 2 of them. Montgomery County deputies coming to Romulus's home Saturday morning, looking for the oldest child, a 17-year-old who wasn't inside. Instead, when deputies broke down the front door, they came across what they described as an identity theft operation, something believed to be connected to another crime. In total, detectives finding 33 Social Security cards, 48 ID cards, and 16 credit cards, some having Romulus's name, others with different names in her.
So that makes sense. So basically, she took somebody's identity card and made it seem like that she have a fifth child, which there's no fifth child. She only got 4 kids, and used somebody's kid's driver's license to say that was hers.
Bro, but to have 33 Social Security cards and 48 ID cards and 16 credit cards. God damn. Oh, you real big identity. Like you asshole. Like you done stole the whole hood fucking identity. This bitch got a city identity. This bitch got everybody in the city fucking, man, what?
16 credit cards. Some have.
My bad, what you about to say?
I wonder if this the girl that stole my identity. At this
Girl,
point,
could be like, what's her name again? Romulus. You need to be trying to see if Romulus has something to do with your shit.
She from Texas, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Somebody took my stuff too, but
Yeah,
got in
that's what
trouble.
Romulus said. That's her last name, but I'm about to hit for you.
Having Romulus's name, others with different names in her photo. Many were in various stages of being made.
Romulus's family here, as I said, they've been here for the past couple of days. Obviously, still very much so trying to process this whole situation. This is not a normal situation by any stretch of the imagination. So if you can imagine family members, they were emotional, not wanting to speak on camera at this time, respecting that sort of privacy, if you will. But they did share this, that they're shocked. They have no idea what happened. And the 2 children that lost their lives in this incident, they described them as being the sweetest, nicest, and most innocent kids that you can imagine. Obviously, a lot to unwrap here for investigators, but for this family that's now trying to figure out exactly why, just as we are, guys. We're in Porter, Gage Golding, KPRC.
All right, now I'm back. So in that instance, to think that a mother was an okay mother and she out here scamming, she out here doing all of this shit is something that's crazy to me because, me being a father, if I was to be a grandfather in the future, I'm going to be thinking, well, if my son had it, I got to do it better than that. If my son...
I'm going to need him to keep his goddamn nubby ass fingers out the camera. If you don't go get a motherfucking manicure or something, bitch, put on a glove. Put them in your lap. Don't talk with your hands. What in the African booty structure is going on here?
Oh my God.
Had a baby by somebody and some shit like this happened, I'll be like, what the hell? But ultimately now, it's basically stated that she does not need to do any more interviews. They did announce that she needs to shut the hell up, basically. So they did come out with that. I'm gonna show y'all that clip right here. But with her giving so much information, but then stopping at a certain point is so suspicious to me. It's so weird to me why you can't let that be known. But they could be a part of her defense when it's time to go to court. So I really don't know what's up with that. But it is kind of fishy because if I'm gonna tell y'all enough, I'm gonna go ahead and run it. But if I do have to move calculated in the situation, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But you're gonna plead your innocence in any instance that you can. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna let y'all watch them when they said that also.
Today, a judge barred the Porter mother accused of 4 kids and 2 of them from speaking to the press any further.
That's right. The judge issued an order which also prevents the attorneys involved from speaking.
How you unalive your kids and then don't want to shut the hell up? How the courts got to tell you to stop talking about it?
Right. Like, I don't get this. I really don't get this story, dog. Like, real talk. Like, all of this is discombobulated because, bro, like.
Not her still trying to get famous from jail.
Girl.
Not her trying to get famous from unaliving her kids. Like, what?
Oh, my God. This is. Ugh.
Publicly about Oninda Romelis' case. KPRC 2's J1 Jung was the only reporter in the courtroom. She's joining us live outside the Brazoria County Courthouse, J1, with why the judge says his order was necessary.
Well, Lisa and Keith, the judge says that this case has already received a lot of attention and this order is critical to preserve a fair trial. Attorneys for Oninda Romelis say they were blindsided when she did a recent interview from jail with another media outlet.
Need to coordinate food deliveries to multiple locations? Let Domino's.
Yeah, I need to see this interview. I need to see what she said because, girl, you bragging about unaliving your kids and you think you want to speak out the stuff, girl, please. Yeah, I need to hear this.
"31-year-old Oninda Romelis walking out of a Brazoria County courtroom Tuesday afternoon in shackles and escorted by bailiffs. Just minutes prior, a judge ordered the Porter mom to stop speaking publicly about her murder case. Last October, investigators say Romelis called 911 after pulling into a gas station in Angleton near FM 521 and 288. When deputies arrived, they say her 4 kids were found with wounds, 2 of them found dead. This was a video posted on Romelis' Instagram page just weeks prior to the shooting. KPRC2 obtained a copy of the protective and restrictive order signed by the judge on Tuesday afternoon. In it, the judge orders not only Romelis to stop speaking to the press, but also attorneys and any parties are barred as well. The order cites the substantial publicity of the case. The judge looked Romelis in the eye, telling her this order is to, quote, protect your interest. Romelis was quiet and appeared nervous in court today. Her trial date was tentatively moved to August. We're live in Angleton tonight. Jaewon Jung, KPRC 2 News.
An hour and a half at the Brazoria County Jail, Oninda Romelis professed her innocence to the heinous crime.
Oh my God.
I wonder if it's August this year, because if so, they gonna have some goddamn trials in August between Dirk shit started on the 20th, Mo 3 started on the 24th. Now you talking about hers in August.
Yeah, because if you look at the little paper, it says something about February the 10th. Girl, you did that before 2 days before my birthday. You was tripping. But
not 2 days before your birthday.
Girl, if she would have
like y'all know each other.
But no, I'm for real. But like, it gotta be this year though, because if it said February the 10th of 2026, so it gotta be this year. Look at her eyes, dog, like them chameleon eyes. Like, girl, you look like you a demon. Just look at you.
She look like she named after a demon. Like Oninda, I'm convinced Oninda is a demon name.
At this point, I believe your father is Papa Legba at this point.
At this motherfucker, y'all, I gotta show y'all that goddamn clip of Quatita Dean getting slapped by a spirit. Bro, that shit so funny. I'm gonna upload it to my StreamYard and I'll never fucking do it. Bro, well, I tell you, that lady was in the middle of a reading and then something just slapped the fuck out of her lady. Then she gonna say, what the fuck was that? Bro, I gotta get that goddamn clip because wait, but that was on them days slapping Quatita.
Look at her name. So yeah, she gotta be pinned to Papa Legba. If y'all don't know who Papa Legba is, yeah, you need to search him up. And what's the other one? The Shadow Man and Mama Odie. Yeah.
Yeah, like Oninda Romelis sound like something you'll hear on The Exorcist.
Like a demon name.
You gotta go handle that Oninda Romelis.
Nah, I don't. If you got a name like that, baby, stay away from me, please.
Yeah, Oninda.
That has her locked up on a $14 million bond. The mother saying, quote, I'm not crazy, I'm not a monster.
We need multiple ambulances.
Police found her 4 children, ages 3 to 13, inside her car at this Brazoria County gas station early on a Saturday, October morning.
Whoa.
Romelis says she doesn't remember.
3 to 13?
What?
Damn.
Wait. Go back. Go back. What did he say?
Her kids ages 3 to 13 was in the car. So that's the ages. So the oldest was 13 and she shot. That's crazy.
So where's the 17 once again?
Bro, at 13, I probably have been punching my mom in the head.
Pulling her hair or something.
I know how to drive at 13 too. Yeah, mama would have been outside that car. Me and my siblings would have been going somewhere safe. I'd have drove us somewhere goddamn safe. I would have felt like, bitch, it's me or you. Yeah, it's gonna be you and not me. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I would have had to go find mama head.
So basically, so she called and let them know that she shot her kids, or somebody just walked to the car and saw them
Well,
kids.
I guess they about to get to what she actually said.
Okay. All right.
Found her 4 children, ages 3 to 13, inside her car at this Brazoria County gas station early on a Saturday, October morning. Romulus says she doesn't remember calling 911, but she did explain why she was an hour away from her home in Montgomery County. Romulus says she feared her ex was stalking her, so she took the kids to stay in a hotel, but ran into car trouble and was looking for a 24-hour tire shop. On the road, she claims her 13-year-old son, Ocario, suddenly snapped. My oldest has a history of psychotic episodes threatening people, she said. He has a long track record. While driving, the mother says she hadn't realized her oldest son had grabbed her guns from the home and claimed.
Man.
So she tried to blame it on the 13-year-old. What
Girl?
the hell? So she's talking about he snapped and started shooting his siblings. And then where you shot him? Like what?
Girl.
Like he can't get on the stage. Like I just the mind frame.
You just bro. So wait a minute. So you just put your psychoticness on this kid to make it seem like your kid snapped on you. So the 13-year-old shot the baby, and then the baby shot himself. Girl, miss me with the bull crap.
He had to shoot him because he was shooting the rest of them. Like which one is it? Like what is going on? And what a 17-year-old is. We still ain't find her yet. Child, okay.
Claims he pulled one on her. I remember my oldest aiming the gun at me, Romulus said, adding, I swear to God, my son was growling at me. I told him, what the F? Stop.
So he turned into a full-fledged dog.
When asked what happened next, Romulus said she couldn't talk about it because our jail conversation was being recorded. Her version contradicts what investigators have previously said.
We believe that the evidence shows that this tragedy has occurred inside of the vehicle, and that Romulus, the mother of the children, is a shooter.
In court documents, Romulus allegedly told investigators that her children were, quote, with the devil, and instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. When investigators further asked, do what? Oninda Romulus stated, them all.
What?
Don't buy that camera that's going viral.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So any other time you like to record yourself, why you didn't record the situation that was going on? Because they just said that her ex so-called claimed that she was stalking them. I mean, he was stalking her or whatever, so they had to go somewhere. So you record everything else, but you ain't record your so-called son was trying to unalive you. And then on top of that, you just said they with the devil, you have to ill them all. So which one is it, bro? Like what the oh jeez, oh, this is making my head hurt. Like, girl.
He literally then gave us 3 excuses. Hold on, let me pause the video.
Let me eat my grapes.
He literally then gave us 3 excuses though. First, it was the 5th child, the oldest. Not this oldest, but the other oldest, the imaginary oldest. Then it became the real oldest, which is the 13-year-old. Then it became okay, baby.
This is diabolical.
Then it became they was demons and I had to unalive them all. What?
You had to unalive them all, but only 2 of them passed away, and then the other 2 is injured.
Basically, hold it down for 1 second. Let me go put my baby some juice.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe. We at Baby Mama PayDae's live. We watching this buffoonery that's going on with this Haitian woman that unalive her kids, wanting fame, scamming people out of their credit cards, social security cards, and identification cards. So yes, y'all make sure y'all put the PayDae emojis in the chat, please. Good morning to everybody, whoever is watching. This is diabolical to me. So this woman just lied 3 times in a row. Your story done changed back to back, back to back. You don't know. We don't know if you have a 17-year-old. The state said that you have 4 kids. 4. Where is the 5th one? Did you just imaginary with that one? Like, what is going on, bro? Like, what is up with parents unaliving their kids and all that other stuff? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all weird. Look at her. She just, them eyebrows is just horrible. Eyebrows horrible. Face horrible. Your head is horrible. And look at him with this party jewelry on, with his fingers all yellow and all that stuff. Like, man, listen. This is what the dope do on my mom. Man, and then trying to blame it on the devil. Y'all better stop with that voodoo crap. That's what I'm saying. Stop with the voodoo crap. If you don't know, child, please. Anywho, good morning, Flip Mode. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, Coolin, Tennessee girl. Tennessee girl. Who else up in here? B-Way, he was in here earlier. There we go.
Yeah, I'm back. Girl, at this point, the kids was cramping her style, child. She said the kids didn't fit into her lifestyle, child.
Exactly. Like, if you didn't want that, you just could have just gave your kids to your family members or something if you really wanted to live that lifestyle. Like, girl, please.
You was paying for an abortion. You didn't spend all that money on Gucci and Louis Vuitton.
Right.
You wanted that bed, like, just not heavy. Like,
and girls scamming people stuff, it was gonna come after you too. Plus that, like, girl, you definitely got a $14 million bond because of that, and you unalive your kids.
You shouldn't have one, if you ask me.
Right.
Like, bond out for what? Like, and the other 2 poor kids, Lord knows what they got to live with. They might be paralyzed and some more stuff.
That's messed
but,
up.
Let's get back to it. Let me hit play.
I gotta get up and get dressed too.
That I was gonna bring y'all, and I will have other videos also
with updates too, so y'all can watch that. I didn't tell y'all every single detail within these clips, but yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and check it out. We're gonna talk, and I'll holler at y'all in just a few minutes. All right.
Yesterday, Brazoria County deputies responded to an unthinkable, unimaginable tragedy. This event has shaken our community, and we are all feeling the loss. While this remains an active investigation, I do want to share what details with you that I can at this point. Evidence indicates that the driver of the vehicle identifies as a 31-year-old Oninda Romulus. She's the mother of the 4 children involved. All 4 children have sustained gun wounds. Sadly, a 13-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl did not survive. We are thankful to report that an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl are now in stable condition. We believe that the evidence shows that this tragedy has occurred inside of the vehicle, and that Romulus, the mother of the children, is a...
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
With a name like that, your name is Romulus. I can't even eat romaine lettuce no more.
I'm not about to play with you.
Romulus called the Brazoria County Sheriff's Office. When deputies arrived, they immediately began providing lifesaver measures to each children until medical help could arrive. The 2 surviving children were life flighted into a Houston area hospital where they remain in stable condition. Romulus was later arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, with a total bond set at $14 million. Romulus is a current resident of the Montgomery County here in Texas, where Sheriff Wesley Doolittle is the sheriff there of Montgomery County, and he is here with us today. His office has assisted us with investigative tasks that have taken place there in Montgomery County. Our investigators, along with responding agencies, continue to collect and analyze evidence in this case in this ongoing investigation. I also want to thank the people of Brazoria County and our surrounding communities. The prayers, the messages and support shown for these children, and also for the first responders involved in this mean more to us than what words can express. It is impossible to make sense of a senseless tragedy like this, but we will do everything we can to seek justice for these children. I will now open this up for a few questions. However, before I do want to be clear that there are still many details that cannot be released at this point, okay? So, do you have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
J1 with KPRC. I was wondering if you happen to know exactly the location where the shooting took place?
Again, that is part of the ongoing investigation that we're still looking into. So,
You mentioned that she called 911. Can you explain a little bit more about that? At what point did that happen?
at what point did what happen? She called, yes, she called 911. I believe the time was what, 4:48 a.m. Is that what I said? Yep. Well, yes.
What did she say exactly when she called?
She called and our deputies responded. She called and she gave us information that we needed to come to her location. We didn't know exactly what we were responding to at the time.
I'm sorry, short classification. Can you share what investigators found at their home in Montgomery County? And that was their permanent residence there?
Yeah, that's exactly where her permanent residence was. That's part of the ongoing investigation. That's where her residence was, so that's why we went to that residence.
Did she have any criminal history, or is there any?
Again, that's part of the ongoing investigation that we continue to look into, and I can assure you that we will do everything in our power to find justice for these children.
That was a very standard, easy question. Does she have a criminal record? That's still part of the ongoing investigation. Like, does she have a record or not? Damn.
This is a fishy situation at this point.
Who assigned him?
He do read on the 4th grade level. I know. I mean, I can read, but I don't. Yeah.
Like, they must have just, I don't know. I don't care if they just handed it to you 5 seconds ago. You just reading off a piece of paper. Maybe. Shit.
Have the 2 surviving children been interviewed, or are there plans to review them and get an understanding of what they saw?
Can you ask your question again?
Have the 2 surviving children been interviewed, or is there plans?
Yes, they have been interviewed. They're going to continue to cooperate as well. Yeah.
Is she a parent that has sole custody of the children?
I'm not going to mention much about the custody situation. There's a lot of things that are still it's an active investigation. Okay?
Then why are you there? Then why are you there?
Investigation. We understand there's not a lot that you.
There really is not.
But a lot of folks are just wondering, what went wrong?
Right.
Is there anything that you can share with us, just as far as what went wrong here?
Like I said, at this point, this is still an ongoing. However, what is most important is that our team is working on this. We've been burning the midnight oil on this ever since this dropped, right? So I can assure you, we're looking into this, and there is a lot of stuff that is not able to be released at this point. So, all right, I got one more question.
Are you able to share what kind of weapons recovered, or was there a weapon recovered?
I'm still, like I said, it was a weapon that she did utilize, and she did shoot. I'm not going to tell you all the calibers and all the details of it. I'm not. There's not time for that.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. We ain't learning nothing from you.
Apparently, you can go from 0 to a complete.
Let's just get past you, bro.
Why would you not know?
Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Throw the whole press conference away. The fuck?
Then you get mad at the people that's asking you the questions. But why are you there then? And then, man.
Like I said, this is an ongoing investigation. Can't the fuck?
horrific act of violence. Now, somehow, 2 of the 4 victims survived. They're now in recovery as their mom sits behind bars on a $14 million bond. And as the investigation...
Nah, for real, B-Way, because what fucking county are they in where they still wearing them goddamn hats? Like, that's some old Western movie type shit. Like, what county is requiring y'all to wear them big stupid motherfuckers? But don't the state troopers wear them, though, y'all?
Well, not all of them. It depends on what state they're in.
Maybe so. Yeah, she might get the death penalty. She needs to get something.
She needs to do
something. Over with y'all, and then we gonna watch the video of the people in Louisiana, and then
Let's go.
All right.
Into Oninda Romulus widens, stranger and stranger details are coming out about what was allegedly going on. Law enforcement in 2 Texas counties are trying to piece together what led to a mother allegedly her 4 children inside of a car. The oldest, a 13-year-old boy, and the youngest, a 3-year-old little girl. Brazoria County authorities say 31-year-old Oninda Romulus herself called 911. This was just before 5 a.m. on Saturday, October 4th, from an Oasis convenience store in Angleton. According to a criminal complaint that was later filed against Romulus, quote, affiant learned from the Brazoria County Dispatch that a black female identified as Oninda Romulus had her 4 juvenile children and was currently located at the convenience store. So this complaint goes on to explain the scene that this investigator came upon at the gas station, where a white car was parked at a gas pump with the engine running, okay? Quote, a white sheet was covering a small child's body that was lying on the ground behind the vehicle. Affian observed a second white sheet covering a body that was on the passenger side of the car between the car and the gas pump. Affian observed the body was positioned with its body hanging halfway out of the front passenger door with legs in the vehicle and the upper torso and head on the ground.
Are you serious?
Hold the hell up. Let me read this, because I don't think I'm processing it right. Hold on. A white sheet covering a small child's body that was lying on the ground behind the vehicle. Okay. I observed a second white sheet covering a body that was on the passenger side of the car, between the car and the gas pump. I observed the body was positioned with its body hanging halfway out of the front passenger door, with legs in the vehicle and the upper torso and head on the ground.
Wait a minute. So
I'm trying to imagine it. Like, I'm really trying to.
Like, you had the doors open and that happened? Or
that's what I'm saying. Like, if I missed, okay. White sheet covering a small child's body that was laying on the ground behind the vehicle. Okay, so we know that one was outside the car in the back being covered by a white sheet. Then they observed the second white sheet covering a body that was on the passenger side of the car, between the car and the gas pump. And then they observed the body was positioned with its body hanging halfway out of the front passenger door, with legs in the vehicle and the upper torso and head on the ground. How you even reaching there? How your legs in the child? Listen.
So you wait a minute. So you opened the door and you just shot these kids, and that's how they keep, man.
And it's like, was the one that was on the passenger side trying to climb out of the vehicle to get away from you when they was unalive? Like,
then you walked in the store like nothing happened.
You pumped gas like nothing happened.
Like
it
the engine was running.
Around you.
Man,
like, this is insane. Like, let me see if they make some sense of this, because I'm still kind of confused about that description.
It's absolutely horrific. Now, at a news conference, authorities said that while they believe that this took place inside the car, they don't know, or it's unclear where the car was when that happened. According to the investigator, the store owner arrived, let the deputy look at the surveillance footage. The investigator wrote that they were able to see a woman believed to be Romulus get out of the white car, walk around to the gas pump. It reportedly appeared like she was talking on the phone at the time, so possibly already on the phone with 911. Not entirely sure. Once she got gas, she was seen walking back to the driver's side, stops to look in the rear window before getting back into the driver's seat. Now, the first deputies on the scene, they tried to talk to Romulus, but when she started backing away from them and the car, that's when they detained her. That is when they realized that there was a male slumped over in the front passenger seat. He was later identified as 13-year-old Acario. They tried to render aid, but he was dead from gunshot wounds. And that is when they saw that there were 3 other children in the back seat, also sustaining.
Who's your interior designer? Darling, it's me. Wallpaper by Wallism.
This woman is sick, bro.
And despite their best efforts, another child, 3-year-old Amora, was pronounced. The 2 others, an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, they were life-flighted to a hospital. Court documents indicate multiple guns were found with Romulus, whether they were on her person or in the car, it wasn't specified. But according to the complaint, deputies had already Mirandized Romulus, so the investigator tried to talk to her to find out what happened here, but said she, quote, wasn't making any sense. And at that point, she was taken to jail. When the investigator got back to the sheriff's office, Romulus was escorted to an interview room. They wrote in the complaint that she appeared paranoid, didn't want to sit down, kept looking out the door of the interview room. But the investigator was finally able to build enough rapport with her to ask a few questions. The complaint reads, during the interview, Affian asked Oninda Romulus why she called 911, and she stated that she couldn't talk about it. Affian then asked several more questions as to why she called 911, and she stated, instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. Affian further asked, do what? Oninda Romulus stated, kill them all. At one point, when Romulus was being questioned, she reportedly said that she didn't call 911, she called, quote, the devil. Affian continued with the interview and asked Oninda Romulus if she had any children. She stated, Affian further asked how many children she has, and Oninda Romulus replied that she has 4 children, naming them and stating their ages. Affian asked Oninda Romulus where her children were, and she stated they were with, quote, the devil. Affian then asked what she meant by that statement, and Oninda Romulus stated they're dead. Affian asked Oninda Romulus what she meant by that statement, they're dead, and she stated, because you can't take me without me taking you. Oninda Romulus further stated that her children were dead to her. So authorities, they charged her with 2 counts of.
So once again, where is the 17-year-old?
It don't exist because she just told him she only had 4 kids, so that was a made up story. It had to be a made up story.
So I'm gonna unalive you if you think you're gonna unalive me.
None of it makes sense.
Girl.
For real. Let's see what else they gotta say before we wrap this one up.
2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and she was booked on a $14 million bond. It turns out, though, that Romulus's home was in Porter, Texas, in Montgomery County, so that's more than 60 miles away from where she was arrested, and we got our hands on the search warrants that were filed by Montgomery County investigators, and I will tell you, they provide more information about her that we need to talk about. All right, so before we dive into all these details, I want
Wow.
I think that pretty much wraps that one the hell up. It is insane. But we're going to get to one last video before I release y'all to these YouTube streets, okay?
Wow.
Okay, we on honeymoon day. Wedding day was yesterday. This the honeymoon today. Today it's gonna be the honeymoon out today, baby. This one here, little bit. Yeah, she's sick as hell, bro. She didn't try to blame an imaginary child, then a real child. Disgusting.
Oh,
Those
Jesus.
videos be hard for me to watch sometimes, man. Cause
Man, you ain't the only one. I be watching like true crimes and stuff on here while I be at work and stuff.
AI is
Girl.
yeah, man. I don't like the kids one.
Yeah, that. Oh, Jesus.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah, and then I had watched one when a guy had ended up raping a woman in the bathroom stalls in Kroger's, and then 3 months after that she had passed away.
Damn.
Yep.
All right. I pulled it up. Let's see. Let me put it back on the screen. Now I want to say these people in Louisiana. But we about to find out.
Today 17. Let me get an RA for a female approximately 30 years of age suffering from a gunshot wound to the head, not conscious, not breathing. Today 17. Did you get my RA request?
All units. Also needs help 104th and Wilmington. Also needs help 104th and Wilmington. Near unit coming on southeast frequency. 320 104th and Wilmington. The PR advised the subject vehicle is a black Nissan Altima with two.
I don't know why people doing this at the beginning of their videos. Like,
Daughter deaf, and in return, her candlelight.
She had never had a bad bone in her body because she was genuine. She was loving.
An LA mom exposed the truth in her daughter deaf, and in return, her candlelight visual was shot up, leaving 2 shot and 1 dead, including another young mom. But the story is not as black as white as one may assume, and that's why we're here today. On the second to last day of May of 2026, a young mother was gunned down while attending a candlelight visual for another young mom of 4, who was gunned down in front of at least one of her children. And when it came to her demise, at first police was calling it a suicide. But the key words here is at first, until her mom had made a discovery that we'll later discuss that debunks those claims. And maybe, just maybe, that's why her candlelight visual.
okay, look like they in LA.
Oh, okay, Los Angeles.
Yeah, not Louisiana, but LA.
I was gonna say, where is this at?
Okay.
Was shot up because now in the first victim case, a witness who happens to be her boyfriend suddenly turned into a suspect who is currently on the run. And in this video, we go over this story in chronological order, identify all involved, and most importantly, pay our respects to the victims while using this platform to spread awareness. So before we go over this one and let you guys hear an under 60-second clip from today's sponsor, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. You ever wish earlier you had 75 on the screen. If you scan that lineup, it's in Port Los Angeles. It's based in the Jordan Downs housing projects in the Watts neighborhood of South Central Los Angeles. The area became nationally known after the 1965 Watts riot and has long struggled with poverty, gang violence, and heavy police presence. Grape Street originally formed in the 1970s and later became associated with the Crips. Over the years, the neighborhood has produced several notable figures in the music and entertainment industry, including rapper 03 Greedo, who often referenced Watts, Jordan Downs, and Grape Street culture in his music.
Greedo is greedy. It's just in my project we changed the Y to a O. We don't even have a reason why. But if your name ends with a Y, we change it to a O. It's like a nickname for your nickname.
Also, greedy became Greedo. Okay, so it has nothing to do with
03 Greedo just means Grape Street Greedy. You feel me? 03 is my street, 130.
Music trash.
Okay, does it have anything to do with your dad passed?
Yeah, that too. Okay. And then I'm a triple threat, a rapper, singer, producer. But the name is just, Grape Street Greedy because people kept trying to have the name Greedy. It started to be like a new slang. My name became a slang back in the day. It was like, it's greedy out here, became this new slogan or whatever in the streets.
10 years ago, the alleged Grape Street Crip from Watts, 03 Greedo, had dropped a song called Sweet Lady.
I'm from Grape Street, where we G-slide.
The visualizer alone has over 13 million plays. And that song,
Pause.
He identified her in the song as Shay Shay.
Now I know good and doggone well Bro, y'all music is trash. Then this nigga got a upside down Jordan tattoo and a great man.
Man, Californians be getting the craziest tattoos. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, y'all music trash, dog. I'm sorry.
Now you can, I mean, they got a few. They had Nipsey. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they had. But what type?
But I ain't gonna lie, probably like 80 to 90% of their music is trash. Like they might have like a 5% okay type shit, but that has got to be one of the worst songs I ever heard. Like I gotta rewind and hear that bitch again. It just was like 3 seconds.
I'm like, and then what's his name? Rapper what?
Somebody Greedo, 130 Greedo, somebody shit.
Man.
Hey, Miss Witty.
Hey, Witty.
Like that.
Better yet, the song. Years ago, the alleged Grape Street Crip from Watts, 03 Greedo, had dropped a song called Sweet Lady.
I'm from Grape Street, where we G-slide.
The visualizer alone has over 13 million plays. In that song, he talked about a young lady from Watts. He identified her in the song as Shay Shay. Better yet, Sweet Shay Shay. He basically rapping about wanting her. Love a woman, dark skin, just like Shay Shay. He made a hit while confessing his admiration for a neighborhood woman who looks good by the name of Shay.
Sweet Shay Shay, would you be mine? You know I like them dark skin.
Oh my God.
You probably couldn't
One
tell
thing
her
we try
shit
to build here at Florida.
when that song played. You probably couldn't tell that whole shit. I ain't lying.
Rapper G Great. Man.
Girl. She was loving that song. Trust me.
Oh my God, this is trash.
The girl Shay Shay 03 Greedo was dark skin, just like Shay Shay. He made a hit while confessing his admiration for a neighborhood woman who looks good by the name of Shay.
Sweet Shay Shay, would you be mine? You know I like them dark skin like Shay Shay.
The girl Shay Shay 03 Greedo was referring to in that.
Now look, let me call Ben because if he don't make a song within the next 24 hours.
Was Albert Shay Marie Russell, a beautiful mom of 4, who unfortunately lost her life last week in a alleged DV situation with her boyfriend, who we'll later identify. Along with hundreds of more of social media posts, one woman went to Facebook within the last 24 hours and said the following: Mother of 4, Albert Shay Marie Russell, unalive by my youngest 2 father. Don't stay, walk away, do it for Shay. And according to Shay's sister, she lost her life back on May 27, 2026. She went to Facebook and said, say her name loud, scream her name. DV is
Wait. Hold on.
One woman went to Facebook.
So basically, this dude, whatever this nigga is, made a song about her, and the baby daddy must have heard the song and questioning her, so he unallowed her.
Was that what you heard, or was it some chick saying that her baby daddy is the one who did? Like, hold on, let's just go back, Kyle.
Go back to the part when he was making the song, and then he said weeks later that she ended up passing away.
Oh, he said that in the song.
Yeah, look, go back to it a little bit. Go back to it a little bit.
Okay.
In that song, he talked about a young lady from Watts. He identified her in the song as Shay Shay. Better yet, Sweet Shay Shay. He basically rapping about wanting her. Love a woman, dark skin, just like Shay Shay. He made a hit while confessing his admiration for a neighborhood woman who looks good by the name of Shay.
Sweet Shay Shay, would you be mine? You know I like them dark skin like Shay Shay.
The girl Shay Shay 03 Greedo was referring to in that song was Albert Shay Marie Russell, a beautiful mom of 4, who unfortunately lost her life last week in a alleged DV situation with her boyfriend, who we'll later identify. Along with hundreds of more of social media posts, one woman went to Facebook within the last 24 hours and said the following: Mother of 4, Albert Shay Marie Russell, unalive by my youngest 2 father. Don't.
So she actually lost her life in a DV situation. And I'm assuming his baby mama got on Facebook and said that a mother of 4 was unalive by my youngest 2 father.
And he was probably listening to that song that came out that dude was confessing his love to Shay.
Shut up, kid.
No, but no.
Oh, you think? Or you really think that that's why they got into it?
That's what I'm thinking, because he listen, the baby daddy, whatever he is to her, he probably heard that song and probably think them two was messing around, and then that's when all the DV stuff was going on.
I don't know. I guess let's listen to it and see what happens.
Stay, walk away, do it for Shay. And according to Shay's sister, she lost her life back on May 27, 2026. She went to Facebook and said, say her name loud, scream her name. DV is non-negotiable. This is so devastating, and I'm fierce and angry. This is my sister. Say her name, Albert Shay Marie Russell, a bomb-ass mother, sister, the best person anybody has ever came across. My heart forever broken. You was my
I gotta say that her name is probably worse than Oninda's name. Albert Shay. Albert Shay. Oh my goodness. Okay.
every day. I'm gonna scream your name, Albert Shay Marie Russell. Now here's the thing. A lot of this report is he say, she say. Only the ones close to the situation will have more knowledge of this. And the reason being is because her boyfriend has went on the run. He won't turn himself in and talk to authorities. His name is Drabo, aka Andre. And the reason the family waited days before coming out to the public speaking on this situation is because at first, the local authorities had suggested this was a source. But after an autopsy and the mom confirming with her own eyes, it was damages on her hands, which confirmed the struggle. And now paints her daughter boyfriend, Drabo, as an alleged suspect.
Originally reported this as a suicide. Russell's family points to defensive wounds on her hands as proof she did not harm herself. She has 4 kids and tells the family at least one of them witnessed the shooting.
She was a beautiful person, a beautiful mother, a beautiful friend. Her friends, she made family. So she put a hole in a lot of people's heart. Shay knew what she had.
Man, I think it takes a different type of nigga to unalive a female in front of her kid.
Right, dude.
What the hell?
And then and look at him. You look like he did it, because look at his teeth.
His way. Somebody he got the Minister Society braids. He really do.
And look at his gum. His teeth is over powering the gums. Like, why is your roots is showing on your gums?
I ain't like nothing about it. But let me hit play. I ain't like nothing about it.
Yeah, behind her, she was confident. She walked with confidence. Can nobody hold her down? She had never had a bad bone in her body because she was genuine. She was loving.
Now, fam, that interview you just heard was from Shay's mom 3 days after her daughter's demise on May 30th, 2026 at a candlelight visual hosted around Watts at 5:30 p.m. But here's where the timeline gets tricky on social media. The candlelight visual went on for hours. It was getting dark. We're talking about well over midnight. It got to the point that one female who was in attendance said, I'm so mad, drained, because I begged all my little homegirls to go home. I told them, y'all got kids, go home, this shit over. Some of them wanted to argue with me. I left, went home, wasn't in the house for 20 minutes, and got a call telling me one of my little homegirls outside dead. If me up, you motherfuckers need to listen. Now look, that shit watered the fuck down. And I'm cool. And the reason she said that is because shortly after 1:30 a.m., our people were still celebrating the candlelight visual. The newscast people had left. Mostly every kid wasn't outside. A drive-by went on. But apparently it was unconfirmed reports because during my research, I heard the police scanner. And he said the alleged suspects was 2 females driving a black Nissan. But authorities never confirmed that. And then while continuing to listen to the police scanner, it seemed like when police got there, it was a big fight between the people in attendance at the candlelight visual. It was still over 30 people outside because they claimed 30 people was getting into it with the police, which led to another shooting. I can't make this up. Just listen to it for yourself.
Intersection 104th and Wilmington.
18-17, let me get an RA for a female approximately 30 years of age suffering from a gunshot wound to the head, not conscious, not breathing. 18-17, did you get my RA request?
18-17, 104th and Wilmington.
18-17, is it clear for FD to enter?
18-17, let me just get a backup for a 415 group.
Any unit of vicinity 18-17 is requesting a backup for unit supervisor, 415 group, 104th and Wilmington.
You can leave it in my stack to respond after the shooting call. Roger that. 18-17.
All units Officer needs help 104th and Wilmington. Officer needs help 104th and Wilmington. Near unit coming on southeast frequency.
Central units, your ADW just occurred. Is our ADW suspect there now? 7th and San Julian. 7th and San Julian. Your call is now code 3, incident 3879166. They take any in the vicinity, take the 5% back up again. Supervisor, 415 group at 104th and Wilmington.
363, can I get a supervisor to 3939 Wisconsin?
All units. Officer needs help 104th and Wilmington. Officer needs help 104th and Wilmington. Near unit coming on southeast frequency.
Please go 47th and St. Julian, suspects GOA.
Unit 320 and 104th and Wilmington. The PR advises suspect vehicles of Black Nissan Altima with 2 female black suspects last seen toward Grape Street on incident 401.
Please go 47th and St. Julian, suspects GOA.
Unit 320 and 104th and Wilmington. The PR advises suspect vehicles of Black Nissan Altima with 2 female black.
87849, skirmish line on 104th and Wilmington, so we can start pushing this crowd northbound on Wilmington.
TA, put in skirmish line. Push it.
Damn, it's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. And she talking fast.
As a motherfucker.
AK 49 Roger, help and backup. All units, officer needs help 104th and Wilmington. Officer needs help 104th and Wilmington in the air unit coming on southeast frequency. Area 18, we're over. Area 18 is over.
We're to respond code 3 right now.
Here's the response from any direction. I've got 415 groups surrounding the officers and the firefighters. Area 18 is requesting units to respond any direction. We have 4.
77, show me code 6 on the help.
And they're being surrounded. Area 18 has suspects fighting the officers and the officers being surrounded. Officers going to be just on the west of you at the corner. You come up. And it comes to the armory also, they're being surrounded. West.
It was reported to others. What did they?
Officers and I have reported Wilmington.
Now, according to
they was about to lose me with that shit. All right, we back to the story.
Yeah, cause it was the police was out there with the candlelight.
A motherfucking thing they just said on them goddamn scammers. I guess I don't speak pig Latin, baby, because
right. Yeah, this is why I didn't go to school for this.
Yeah.
a summary of an officer. It was reported that an argument escalated into a triple shooting, leaving one victim dead and 2 others injured. During the investigation, an unruly crowd clashed with officers. An additional gunfire was reported when a passing vehicle allegedly fired towards the scene before fleeing. Now, it seemed yesterday the girl who lost her life was a young mom as well, identified as Mookie. May she rest in peace and love condolences to her family. And after still doing research, while trying to give you guys this story in a timely manner before the next one, I noticed one more post that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention before you guys check out the news clip, which could suggest that the Nissan 2 female passengers is the correct suspects after one person claimed a fight ensued after they got drunk late at night, which could prompt a gunfight between women in return. The lady went to Facebook and said, "Last night was a prime example of why I went my separate way from the hood. All that good energy everyone had, and it took someone who not even from our section to pop off and cause a ripple effect with everyone else to the point another mother lost her life. We were supposed to be supporting Shay. Y'all made her whole movement seem like bullshit. I've been telling y'all all night, don't fight. It's not worth it. Y'all need to stop drinking and get yourselves together. For real. This should be a wake-up call."
A Sunday morning of a deadly triple shooting in Watts.
One person is killed and 2 others are injured during a candlelight vigil overnight. KTLA's Jennifer McGraw is live at the scene with the latest. Jennifer.
Yeah, 104th in Wilmington. This happened around 2 o'clock this morning when that 911 call was made. Out here, you can see investigators have been out here all morning long collecting evidence, and a whole huge scene out here since so many people were out here, you know, and it's quiet right now, but it was certainly chaotic earlier. A helicopter overhead, and you can see the candles on the sidewalk where many people were out here for a vigil. A fight broke out, and that's when multiple shots were fired. Police say a woman in her 30s was transported to the hospital. She did not survive. 2 others were taken to the hospital. Their condition is unknown. Due to safety concerns, police formed a skirmish line and pushed people out of the area. According to social media, friends and loved ones were gathering out here mourning the tragic loss of a slain woman, leaving behind 4 children. And again, a sad situation. People out here trying to mourn for this woman and having a vigil, and then finding out another woman was rushed to the hospital and was killed. That's the very latest. We're live in Watts. If we get any more details on this, we will let you know. Back to you guys.
Well, there you have it, fam. 2 mothers, one with 4 kids, one with 2. 6 motherless kids have to grow up without their moms. Now, Shay family had posted a GoFundMe. I'll leave the link in the bio for those who want to support. I'm sending love and prayers to the families. And once again,
Wow.
Yeah, that's another crazy story. But I feel like the friend, I would have been trying to get the hell up out of there. Too many black people in one spot.
Yeah.
For too long. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why you always follow your gut, bro. That's like when in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. You it's like something's gonna happen.
Something gonna happen. You might not know what, but
yeah, like
gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been trying to hang out there for hours on top of hours. They talk about it started in 7, 8. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They still out there. How long is it gonna be?
So which situation you think is worse? The woman that unalived her kids, or this 2 of these mothers got unalived?
It's so hard to say. But I would have to go with the kids, because I'm always gonna go with the kids. You know, kids are innocent. They don't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? As adults, you know, maybe we might put ourselves in risky situations or whatever. But like, the kids were just being kids. Like, they couldn't help who their mom was. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't do anything to affect the outcome type shit. Like, I don't know. But it's equally as bad, because I mean, you know, these kids that's 6 kids. That's 4 by one and 2 by the other. There's still 6 kids that's gotta grow up with no mama. You know, and a motherless child. You know.
Well, especially the one that with the 4 kids, they definitely don't have both parents. One parent is on the run. They unalived his baby mama, and then one is not here on this earth. So
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But both of the situations very, very sad. I definitely the story about the kids is definitely heartbreaking, especially hearing how she had them laid out like this.
Right. That's what I don't get. The with the sheet part, and like, did you open the door and just shoot them kids? Like, what?
Man, they got some sick ass mamas out here. I forgot which one of them true crime shows I was watching. But baby, I got to one of those episodes. It was so bad. Like, it had just like hurt my little spirit, bro. It was sad because it was a mama, and she had, let me see, she had that little boy. She had 4 kids. The oldest one, like, she was abusive towards all of them, right? But at one point, like, so the youngest was like 3 or 4, and she just convinced herself that the like 8 or 9-year-old son had did something to the boy. Well, no, she started off with the daughter. The daughter was like 12. She claimed the 12-year-old had done something to the 4-year-old. And then she just started, like, you know, beating on her, like, beating her bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, she already kind of starving them. Like, so she basically beat her to death, like, over time. Like, she starved her, like, she neglected her, she locked her up. You know, you know what I'm saying? Was teaching the other kids that she had done something. Then, you know, she kept, like, you know, pressuring the girl to admit doing something to the little boy, and like beating her, making her admit it. And then I guess when the little girl finally did admit it, you know, she was like, "Yeah, I told y'all," but the little girl just was trying to, like, it was self-preservation. Like, maybe if I tell you yes, you'll stop beating me and shit. But no, she was beating the girl. So then afterwards, she made the oldest help her put the little girl in the deep freezer.
Wow.
Kept the little girl in the deep freezer, I'm talking about, for a year. So then the oldest was the one telling the story. So the oldest was like, well, after that, like, you know, she calmed down for a few months, but then she went right back into it. So then she started to convince herself that the 8 or 9-year-old little boy was touching the little boy. Like, she basically repeated it all over again with another child. Basically did the same thing to him, to the point where they was like, his head shape was like his head was caved in from her, like, beating him so much, like that his head was like misshaped, like, while he was still living for some time. So she did all that, then stuck him in the deep freezer.
That's crazy. See, I don't be understanding like what be in y'all mindset for you to like do something to somebody, whether it's a kid, whether it's somebody older than you or whatever. Like what be in y'all mind frame for you to do some stuff like that, bro? Weird
I
stuff
don't know.
at that,
It
man.
was so heartbreaking because they really didn't do nothing. Like they just was kids living. Like you know what I'm saying? But flip mode to answer your question, I kind of talked about it a little earlier. So now they're saying that they have narrowed down where they think his body is. They think his body is in a landfill where all the trash is dumped. So they said that I think it's like 16,000 tons dropped there like a week or some shit. So it's like enormous amount of trash. To the point where they have to like assemble teams and like take certain precautions so nothing won't happen to somebody else, like trying to dig through trash to find his body. So they said it was gonna be about 3 weeks before they could even start looking at the landfill. So it's gonna take them about 3 weeks to even like come up with a plan to even tackle the landfill. They did say that there's a specific portion of the landfill that they feel like his body is in, and it narrows it down. But they said, yeah, it'll be at least about 3 weeks before they even start looking for him. So,
Did you ever see the one? It's all over
Tennessee
Facebook.
girl, I'm sorry, Candace. Tennessee girl, she was black. That was what was crazy. You don't really see that often, but yeah, she was black. Go ahead, Candace.
Did you see the one when it's I think he 19 or 18 year old great elderly woman. Did you see that one?
I saw like a title, but I never like clicked on it. But when I was working with the criminally insane, they had a young guy. He was probably like 24, and that was his thing, like raping elderly women. Like he would break into their house like late at night and rape like elderly women. Like all his victims was like 60.
That's disgusting, bro.
And he was young. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even bad looking.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So.
That's
right? I know. But I'm about to release y'all to these YouTube streets, but I'm about to get up off here. I done got y'all 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Absolutely. I'm finna get up now and get dressed for work.
Okay. Y'all have a lovely day. Thank you for hitting the link, Candy.
No problem, baby mama.
All right, girl. You about to have that baby soon. Who you about to pop?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
I know. You probably at the miserable stage, like, just get it out.
Yes, I am. Yes.
That's how you get right before labor. Like all the scary shit that you thought of and the anesthesia and the epidural, all that go out the window. You be like, I don't care what you gotta do, just get it out.
At this point, come out, please.
Yeah. By that time, you don't even be worried about the epidural needle.
All right, baby mama.
All righty. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to release y'all into these YouTube streets. I feel like I done gave y'all all the little last bit of energy that I did have. Child, we done talked about Josh and CB. We done talked about Jadarius. That's the 15-year-old that was underlined by the 50-year-old. We done talked about this crazy ass mama that unalived 2 of her kids out of 4. Shit, they talking about mother of 5. Mother of 4, like she done made up a whole goddamn kid. We done talked about Big Tigger, fucking crazy ass fucking wife and her missing kids and it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. I do have some Carmelo Anthony stuff that I do want to touch on. But we're gonna get to that one later today or something. We're gonna see. Probably later today. I came across a few little interesting tidbits that I would like to give commentary on. So yeah, y'all, I don't even think I'm about to play an outro. Well, you know what? I am. I'm gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all have one. Biggie. Let's take this one now. I just play the same one. I can't remember if they let me see. All right. We're gonna leave out on the same one we came in on. How about that? How about it? But yeah, y'all, I guess we're gonna see. Maybe we might get some footage of the honeymoon or something. You know, maybe we might get a video from the wedding or something. You know what I'm saying? Like some type of proof, some type of anything, child. But y'all have a good one.